intended for immature audiences only.
There's no such thing as a radio rating system.
But if there were, this show would be rated O as in...
Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Get out your name.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the crazy soundboard.
Hola.
I'm Dennis Farina.
So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56, and is that correct? Wrong.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Monday. Welcome in. Hello, good, clean boy.
Hello, man. It has been a while. How
Back
was it
from
last week?
Vacation. I survived. Did you survive your vacation?
I did. I did.
Barely?
Just barely. I am here. Vacation is nice. I feel like once we hit the third or fourth day now, you're longing to get back into your own bed, sleep in your own bed, which, of course, we are sleep divorced. So, and we talked about that. I wanted to be sleep divorced for the vacation, but we were only able to do that for a few of the nights. So we did our best.
You slept together?
Yeah, I know.
How disgusting.
It's we have to go on vacation to actually sleep together. But that's just because, finding a suite in Chicago with 3 beds. I mean, we did stay in a suite. It was just that the second room had just the cheap sofa with the pull-out bed. Nobody wants to sleep in that.
Have the kids sleep on that.
I wanted to, but
He's a kid. He's stupid.
Sarah wants to let him get to sleep in the bed and be comfortable for the entire night.
Let the boy sleep in your bed. How you doing, Ted?
Boy.
I'm doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
We got a big program today. Foodgasm is coming up at 4:46. Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark at 5:30. What did you say? You were listening to flute music in there?
Yeah, you did say something.
I think there was something on my
what are you talking about?
I'm guessing it was my iPad because there was something making like a noise. Yeah, like a flute.
I don't
Why
hear
are you
anything.
listening to flute
and-
music?
Well,
Jethro Tull? What
but
are you listening to?
I had heard it back at my desk, and I thought maybe it's something like in Fish's office that was playing, and I was just kind of hearing it. And then I came into the studio, and then I was hearing it again. And then Paul said,
I hear flutes.
I think I hear it too. And so I think there was something that was on my iPad that was some kind of just music.
We're getting ready to go on the air. Intro is playing. Teddy pops in my headphones and says, man, you hear flutes? I hear flutes.
I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, flute boy. Hey, what's up? I'm Ted.
That's what I was hearing.
See, this is when war was civilized. Okay? Now we're just dropping dirty bombs. It's drones. Back in the day, back in the old days, you had your front lines,
Of course.
right, with the muskets and the swords and stuff.
Oh,
but then
you had to get
trailing
nasty.
behind. It's like we need some young children to play the flute and the drums.
We need a drummer boy. We need people just to carry the flags.
That
and
is
we need
the equivalent
flutists
of
or flautists.
I'm putting my earbuds in before the game. I'm putting my buds in, just trying to get in the zone. But they didn't have it back then. This is what they had.
No, this is a nice touch. I mean, what would it have taken for you to have the Stones to play an instrument while the cannonballs are whizzing by your head? Now, I mean, those cannonballs didn't have a lot of accuracy. They basically had their pitch. You had the angle, and you were trying to just hit like a big spot on the battleground there. But if you were in the way of that, like you've seen some of those scenes from The Patriot? The guy catches the cannonball right in the face. It's no good. Mess you up.
That's right. It will mess you up.
Bad news for your face.
Do you have a choice?
Yeah,
I don't think so. I think they came right to your house and say, hey, you're a flute boy now.
You could run into the woods, right?
sir. I'll be your flute boy.
Is it flutist or flautist?
Flautist, I think.
A flautist.
Yeah.
Where did they come up with that term? Why not just a fluter?
I don't know what to tell you.
A flutie, like a Doug Flutie.
Florist.
Florist.
They work with flowers.
Yes, they're not flowerists.
But why not?
Why? They're the ones making it up.
All right, AP poll is out today. Texas is number 1. No shocker. Penn State comes in at number 2. There was some debate whether it be Penn State or Ohio State. Well, Penn State comes in at number 2. Actually, just with 2 less first-place votes than Texas. Texas got 25 first-place votes. Nittany Lions got 23. Buckeyes are 3rd. They got 11 first-place votes. Clemson, number 4, with 4 first-place votes. Georgia, number 5, with 1 first-place vote. Then it's Notre Dame 6, Oregon 7, Alabama 8, LSU 9, and Miami 10. Other Big Ten teams, Illinois is 12, Michigan is 14, Indiana is 20. I think that's it.
That'd be it. Is there anything that sticks out as a surprise to you? Because we could talk all day until we're blue in the face about Ohio State and Penn State. If the college football world here in 2025 just wants to keep believing that this is the year for Penn State and James Franklin, where they're going to walk through that door and do something big, I am sorry. It's almost like where we were with Ryan Day and the Buckeyes last year. I was to a point where I needed to see it happen. Now, I think I got there once they blasted Oregon the way that they did, because they were 2 legs down of what was going to be a 4-leg run to the college football playoff. And I think a lot of us also, we kind of understand, we knew what Ohio State was supposed to be as a team. And once they did that against Tennessee, you're like, okay, they look like they're back. When they did it again against Oregon, I think a lot of us were saying, that's the team that we all expected. That's the team we think that the NIL dollars brought in, and they should win the title. We have never seen Penn State do that, though. It's been a long time coming. They've gotten their crack at Ohio State. How many times under James Franklin? It's been at least 10, right?
11? 10
it's
or
at
11.
least 10 or 11. He's won one time.
Yeah.
One time. And he's had a lot of teams that were capable of beating the Buckeyes, but he never could do it.
Talking about this with Rittenberg last week before his phone crapped out. You know, if not
Was
now.
he on the highway?
He was in like rural Connecticut or something.
Rural or rural?
Rural?
Rule?
Matt Rule.
Matt Rule,
He was
Connecticut?
there. Yes.
Rural.
Rural. I can't say that. Rural.
That's a tough word to say. I can't say inquiry. You can't say rural.
Rural.
I can't say Colorado. Colorado.
Flute? Flute boy?
This is what you're hearing, Ted,
Flute
underneath
boy.
all the commercial
Where's all the
spots?
flute's coming from, Flute boy?
It was just in my head.
You
yeah.
be my flute boy?
Did you watch The Patriot this past weekend?
I
Is it on
guess
your
so.
mind?
Yeah, it was in my mind.
Anyway,
Whistling Dixie
if not
over there.
now, when? You have the best roster in the Big Ten on paper, right? Penn State does.
Yeah, they do.
And he said, barring like catastrophic injuries, there is no reason why Penn State can't be the best team in the Big Ten.
I will backtrack, though. I don't want to just give Penn State the best roster over Ohio State, because even though the Buckeyes lost a lot of guys, they still recruit more consistently. They will even go into Penn State and take a lot of guys that Penn State wants to recruit. So just because they sent a lot of guys to the NFL, the Buckeyes replenished.
I understand
They still
that.
are really
But if
deep on the offensive line. They might still have a better roster.
Believe the talking heads, Penn State has a first-round quarterback today. Has an experienced first-round quarterback today. They have one of the best defenses in college football. You've got a coach.
They got Jim Knowles now on their side.
Well, see, and I don't know what that means.
And, is he going to be able to implement that in year one? Because I think a lot of the talk when he came over from Oklahoma State, he didn't really have to have that havoc type of defense that produced all those numbers. That's what got our eyes all big when he came over from Oklahoma State. But you're not dealing with the same kind of athlete across the board. So I think there was a system where he wanted to implement what he was doing, but sort of pull back on the reins with taking those risks and have guys learn their spots. And they kept things in front of them. They didn't give up boatloads of points. They also didn't get a ton of sacks and forced fumbles and interceptions. Now, Penn State also has really good defensive talent. So I wonder if it's going to look essentially the same as that first year at Ohio State for him.
My big concern with Ryan Day is that he almost gets too emotional for that Penn State game, because I think when he gets too emotional, the team suffers. Now, they won that game in South Bend, but they really won it because Notre Dame didn't know how to play defense on that final play. It was much closer than it needed to be. Ryan Day being was wrapped up in emotion that
with
week.
The Lou Holtz
trying
stuff.
to avenge the loss and the Lou Holtz stuff.
Like to know where he is right now.
Right, all of that. We've seen it against Michigan where he gets too emotional, and I think it affects the way that he calls a game and coaches a game. And now you have a situation, even though he played very nice when he was in here talking about Jim Knowles, there has to be some sort of resentment there.
I would hope so.
Right? And
all the way that broke down when they were having their celebration.
But I hope it's not to
Knowles
the point
said.
where, because he said it about Michigan, I'm going to hang 100 on Jim Harbaugh, and then he can't go out and win the game. He can't beat a team that is inferior to his. I hope he doesn't coach too emotionally against Penn State and let that get the best of them. Because you're right. If you let your horses go out there and win the race, 9 times out of 10, they're going to take care of business.
And you hit on it. So, what's the common denominator? If this is the best roster that we've seen Penn State have, even though I don't want to put them ahead of the Buckeyes just yet, this would be the year. The common denominator, we know what the answer is. It has always been James Franklin. And, is James Franklin holding them back? Is it just that they can't get beyond a certain level?
They won 2 playoff games last year, but they're the most meaningless playoff victories you'll ever see.
And they're only
Penn State fans will tell you.
They have to have an elevated system too, right?
Yes.
Like that's something we at least looked at Penn State in the beginning. All right, Ohio State was the team last year in the Big Ten that needed a 12-team playoff this first go-around to get in. So at least we can say that and we can look in the mirror, and that was us that aided. But then again, we're sitting here, we're cheering for the team that actually won 4 straight games and won the national championship. They got that ability to do so. Penn State had every opportunity to go and win that national championship last year, too, and they couldn't do it, despite losing to the Buckeyes.
Ryan Day adds to his coaching staff. Details coming up next. Colin Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a bit of a slowdown on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between US 23 and 71. And you're also looking at slow traffic on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. The Ohio Laborers Union, they're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities from iconic bridges spanning rivers to underground tunnels. They build connections that stand the test of time. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
With rates as low as 8.99% APR, now is the perfect time to save your summer with a debt consolidation loan from BMI Federal Credit Union. Visit bmifcu.org/consolidate.
You ever feel like your money is just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money is always doing something.
Like what?
Like automatically pushing more to savings so you can take that trip.
I like trips.
Who doesn't? It even tracks your progress. You're almost there.
Well, I better pack.
And it charts your spending so you know which vacation hat you can afford.
How does it know I like hats?
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, we have always believed sport has the power to change lives. Community happens here. Change happens here. Sport happens here. Introducing the all-new Dick's House of Sport, bringing new experiences, new services, and unrivaled selection from the top brands to a new place Polaris can call home. Featuring a rock wall, a HitTrax multi-sport cage, and 3 golf hitting bays. Dick's House of Sport at Polaris Fashion Place. Grand opening celebration August 15th through August 17th.
Sometimes I hear a sparkling sound.
Like when we say, all you have to do is point?
There it is.
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Hey friends, it's Austin Ward, and I'm coming up on 2 full years since starting Awaken 180. Dropped 50 pounds, and I still check the scale like it owes me money. Guess what? Hasn't budged. Still under 200 pounds, still feeling great. Keeping weight off this long isn't luck or magic, it's just having the right playbook. Awaken 180 taught me exactly what works, what doesn't, and how to stay lean without the struggle. Want real, lasting results? Don't just drop the weight, retire it for good. Trust me, Awaken 180 is your winning game plan. Awaken180weightloss.com.
If you trust your dog to watch burgers on the grill before you trust the big garage door guys, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, a trusted Columbus staple. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
You know, it's not the shoes. It's what you can put in them that makes all the difference. Hey, it's Anthony. I've been a customer at the Good Feet store for a while now, and I'm all about my personally fit arch supports. They support my feet better than all the insoles I've jammed into my shoes over the years. And my Good Feet arch supports help me in a ton of ways. From overall support and balance to stabilizing my heels and the fact they distribute my body weight, especially when I'm golfing, I literally have spring in my step now. Check them out for yourself. The free fitting is designed to help them understand you, your pain, and your discomfort. It's simple. Just stop by the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. You don't need an appointment, but you can certainly schedule one very easily online. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of, just like me. Get professionally fitted at goodfeet.com.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash, at just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Make your first lawn move with the reliable performance and power of Steel battery tools, hedge trimmers, mowers, string trimmers, and more. Shop in-store or online at steeldealers.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hot and humid for us again today. We will see a few stray showers and storms out there, although most of central Ohio will remain dry with our afternoon highs getting into the low 90s. For tonight, mostly clear skies with lows in the 70s, and then for Tuesday, we'll see plenty of sunshine with, again, some isolated showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, and our highs remain in the low 90s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 Weather Impact forecast.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Number 1 pizza expert and the number 4 college basketball expert at the radio station.
Just from looking at your clothes and weight, I can tell you all watch a lot of free network television.
This is Man and Timmy.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Low testosterone causes a host of problems. Low sex drive, bad sleep patterns, unproductive workouts, decreased energy, brain fog, and more. But a lot of men just say, well, I'm getting older. Nothing I can do about it. There is something you can do about it. Go see my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Get tested for low T. It can change your life. They do your lab work, have your results within 30 minutes. A licensed medical provider will review your results with you, discuss your options, and you'll make the decision together with their medical team. Cost of the appointment's $99. But if you sign up for testosterone treatment the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call them today. 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
Mike, I thought of you many times over the trip last week, just because I was missing you on the show, and you too, Panama Ted. But when you're in one of your friends' hometowns, you think about them a little bit more often. And we started out the trip at a card show. Like, that was sort of the precipice for why we went out to Chicago. Jack had wanted to go to the National. Like, a lot of card people around town, I'm sure. I was seeing and hearing from some of you guys that went out to it as well. Some of our local card shops were there, and they were having a good time. I cannot tell you how overwhelming it was. I wanted to try to find some pieces of memorabilia for either of you guys. I couldn't even make up my mind. Like, I only came out of there with like one Cal Ripken auto card. I hadn't had a modern Cal card. Like, I've got, a million of them in boxes from when I was a kid. None of those were autographed the way that they are today. So I was able to find a Topps Chrome, numbered to 100 with an autograph, like $100 card, nothing crazy. And I kept thinking, I was hanging in the balance of whether I splurged and bought something that was, $500 to $1,000, but I didn't pull the trigger yet. In part because it was just it was so hard to choose. There were over 1,000 tables at this thing. I did see a set that had almost everything but the Hone-ass Wagner card. Someone had a T206 set.
They're not giving you the Hone-ass Wagner card.
No, he didn't have it, but he had a price on it. All of them were graded cards, too. He had the Ty Cobb. He had
what was the
Christy
price on
Mathewson. Almost $200,000 he was looking for.
A little bit out of your price range.
Little bit out of the range.
Although I am a
the
little bit
Wagner's
pissed
like a
off
$2
at you.
million card, too.
Because you told me that you went to this card show, and they got people signing autographs, not necessarily all sports people.
Right. Most of them were sports guys, but then there was a surprise thrown in there.
Oh, there was a surprise.
This is just a real nice surprise. Just a real nice surprise.
Randy Quaid is sitting at a desk. Okay, Randy Quaid, out of his mind, probably on some sort of magic mushrooms. How much could he possibly be charging for an autograph? $10? $20. You've got your little camera there. You're taking video of yourself walking around. Who the hell wants to see that? Why couldn't you go up to Randy Quaid, give him whatever drug money he needed for the evening, and have him cut some liners for the show? How about that?
That would have been a great idea.
You piece of garbage.
I'm sorry. All right, Johnny. I'm sorry. That would have been good. He did have some prices that were pointed up there, and when I noticed that he was up there, I didn't want to go too close. I didn't want to get shooed away by the event organizers who are very particular about the pictures and everything that's done there. I got the feeling that the autograph prices were really high. Because
how high are we talking about?
Forget about Randy Quaid, but I saw that Miggy was there, Miggy Cabrera, and Pedro Martinez, and there were a bunch of other big name guys. Dennis Rodman was there too. There was another A-list athlete that was next to him as well. But Randy Quaid was on the cheaper end, but he was charging like $5 per word to have catchphrases read. And a part of me thought that would be funny, but a part of me was also remembering how insane that this guy is from, what did he do? He was trying to flee to Canada?
He's out of his mind.
Said he and his wife, Evie, sought refuge in Canada.
He's out of his mind.
In 2010, he claimed that they were being hunted by Hollywood star whackers.
Timmy.
And they feared for their lives.
That's fine. This is when you take advantage of people. All right? He's at this card show. He's essentially begging for money.
Yeah.
All we do is play stupid Christmas vacation lines and recite them back to each other. You're within walking distance of this guy, and you just walk on by.
I'm so sorry.
What a loser you are.
What a fail.
This is just a real nice surprise. Just a real nice surprise.
All right, Ryan Day adds to his coaching staff. Now, the season starts in like 3 weeks, so this is sort of an odd move. At least the timing of it is weird. Former Dolphins defensive coordinator Josh Boyer is joining Ohio State's staff. So there's that. He served as defensive coordinator for the Dolphins for 3 seasons from 2020 to 2022. He has experience working with Matt Patricia.
A lot of it, too.
Yes.
Right? More than a decade?
Yes, he was on the Bill Belichick
Patriots
coaching tree and all of that. He's from Heath. So we don't know what he's going to do.
Right, because he would have to slot into one of the analyst roles at this point.
Yes, right.
Because
but I don't know
you
what
only have a certain allotment for official, full-fledged, on-field assistants. But honestly, the way that the rules are changing every single year, it seems, we're so caught up in transfer portal rules and NIL and how we keep advancing the goal line for what the college football playoff numbers are going to be. Our heads are kind of spinning with what the current rules are in college football for the things that are deeper into the weeds like that. When you talk about, is it 11 assistants? Are they going to add a 12th? They could do that. I mean, I think in college basketball, it went from 3 to 5 somewhere in the last 3 or 4 years. It just sort of happened overnight, and before you know it, you have an entire bench filled with coaches. So it could be more or less of that, but I think it's something that will just help the comfort level of Matt Patricia as they get the ball rolling and what this defense is going to look like.
Let's talk about the Pied Piper of the SEC Hillbillies, Paul Finebaum.
Paul
Finebaum was on the Netflix Sports Club podcast. He was asked by the host of the show, is an SEC team going to win a national championship this year? He said, yes. And by the way, if it's not, I'm leaving the country because I'm so sick and tired of being harassed by Big Ten fans on our show. The Big Ten has literally done nothing. They've won 2 national championships. Michigan won one 2 years ago. They won 1.5 national championships, I think. And before that, in 70 years. And they act like they invented football. All right, let's dig into that. First of all, Paul Finebaum knows where he makes his money, and that's the Hillbilly South. That's why he's the Pied Piper of the Hillbillies. I also take great pride and joy in the fact that Big Ten fans are calling in and disrupting his show. That makes me happy. I did get a kick out of the Big Ten thinks they invented football line because, I mean, college football was first played, we can use the word invented, I guess, at Rutgers.
Which is also funny because the fact that the Big Ten would be claiming that as them when they were not in the Big Ten.
Doesn't matter.
Not even close to being in the Big Ten. It's like Maryland being in the Big Ten.
We bought all those memories.
Bought the rights?
We bought them.
We own them.
They're in our library.
We own Eric Crouch at Nebraska.
We own all of it,
We own
baby.
Frazier. We own Tom Osborne. That whole
We own the sitcom
catalog.
Frazier, too. All of it.
So when we're paying royalties, we pay them back to those schools.
It's like they invented the game of college football.
No damn time.
I don't know why Anthony Rothman got here. Hey, guys, how you doing?
The other thing that Paul is... the other thing that he's brilliant at, it's not just catering to his audience. It is saying things that will incite. And that's exactly what he is doing right here.
Absolutely.
He is trying to drive another stake. It's pretty easy to see. You've got two conferences that are head and shoulders above the rest in college football. And I really do. I can actually acquiesce here because when it all boils down to it, Ohio State is, over the last 20 years, Michigan, when, the cheating started, they seemed to take a step closer to being competitive on that level too. And you could also do a deeper dive, deeper analysis, and look at how mid-level Big Ten does against sort of mid-level SEC when they get into those bowl games that not a lot of us are really paying that much attention to. And the Big Ten has more than held its fair share. But Ohio State, we know, can compete in that conference. But if it comes down to national championships, then, yeah, they're right. They've had multiple teams rise up and win them. You've had your run with LSU. You've had Auburn have the run. You've had Georgia have the run. You've had Alabama have the most dominant run in college football history.
Congratulations, by the way. You had the greatest run in college football history recently with Alabama.
Yeah, we're never
going to see it again.
Yeah.
We're never going to see it again. And you needed a guy from Ohio to come down and teach the South how to win football games again. Congratulations. I also, you know what?
Let's not make it out like winning the last two national championships is nothing.
There's something else
That's what we play for.
There's something else that I need to dig in on about the SEC. I'll do it in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
There's a couple minutes slowdown on eastbound 33 between Hamilton Road and Bixby Road. And if you're traveling on eastbound 70 on the east side from Livingston Avenue to 33, expect a couple minute delay there. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. Are your windows sticking? Is your drywall cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the foundation repair experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Cash for Clunkers continues during the Honda Summer Event at Lindsay Honda.
Listen up, Columbus. Cash for Clunkers is big money towards your next ride.
Up to $3,500 minimum for your trade.
Use it for the down payment, negative equity, or keep the cash.
Lease a new 2025 HR-V two-wheel drive LX or 2026 Civic four-door LX for just $299 a month. Zero cash down. Just bring us your clunker. Shop Lindsay Honda, the big Honda store now. For details, visit lindsayhonda.com.
When life is on hold due to a painful injury or condition, every day counts. Start the path to recovery now with Central Ohio's most trusted team of orthopedic experts. Start with orthopedic1.com.
It's child's play to donate your car, truck, RV, or boat to Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Ohio. They'll pick it up free of charge, steer you through the paperwork, and a hefty tax deduction rolls your way as you help provide a home away from home for families of seriously ill hospitalized children. For more information about donating your vehicle to Ronald McDonald House Charities, visit rmhc-centralohio.org or call 614-CARS-HELP. That's 614-CARS-HELP.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Timmy desperately needs you to listen to this show so he can pay for his stupid dog's 10th ACL surgery. This is Man and Timmy.
All right. Please subscribe to the podcast of This Stupid Show. It's available wherever you get your podcast. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. So Paul Finebaum, he is the Pied Piper of the Hillbillies. He's going to bat for the SEC, essentially saying, yeah, outside the last 2 years, what has the Big Ten done in the last 20 years? Well, all right, first of all, you are including a dynasty that we'll probably never see again with Nick Saban in Alabama in that little 20-year stretch. That was the golden era of SEC football. And if you don't think so, you're out of your mind. You are never going to see dominance like that from one program ever again. I'm convinced of it. Also, you know what I think doesn't get any play whatsoever?
What? What part?
And this is going to be construed as a Big Ten guy bitching and moaning, and maybe it is.
Well, you know what? That's what we are.
I
so
understand.
let's just, Lord only knows that's what he is. That's what Paul is.
But for the most part, this entire system up to this point has been built towards Southern success. Where, you know, if you're Alabama, you're Georgia, you are within 150 to 200 miles to any relevant game that you're playing. You know, you're not even getting on a plane. You're getting on a bus. You're not worried about travel.
Or you take a road trip.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And when you do go to a bowl game, we have we're going to Atlanta, we're going to Jacksonville, we're going to Dallas. It's all relatively close to your region.
They got a bunch of other ones down there. Don't they have one in Mobile, Alabama, too?
They got a
bunch of them there.
I don't know. The Superdome is down there in LSU country. Yeah. I'm just saying it's all there.
Tons in Orlando.
It's all made for easy travel. It's all made for that. Staying in the same sort of climate and ecosystem. That's something we don't have the luxury of up here. Now, I think that with the expanded playoffs and home site playoff games and moving things around a little bit to the West Coast when necessary, that's going to even out. You're going to have more travel. But let's not pretend that this hasn't been just a ridiculous time for the SEC, and we'll probably never see it again.
What's your point, the correlation to what you just said about the geography down there and that building them up? Is that different to just what it is? Because we like to say that football is also just different in Ohio. And that's something that's special. And I think that's something that we should embrace and not something that people should have to make fun of about because we care a little bit more about football. For whatever it is, they love lobsters up in Maine. Make that be your thing. Oh, yeah, I have lobster, yeah. They love football in the South. That's fine. But is it, what is the point you're trying to make about that?
They like to go out of their way to tell you that they only play 8 conference games because it's so damn difficult. In this. Oh my God, it's like a war every single week. Well, is it? Your job is made so much easier because you don't really have to travel.
Yeah.
When you go to a bowl game, you don't really have to travel out of your region. You stay right there.
You're not putting a lot of actual stress on your entire program to take those trips.
If you don't think travel matters, and I don't want to make excuses, right? Because Urban, had that game up in Minneapolis late in the year where it got hairy, shouldn't have gotten hairy, but he's also playing in 20-degree weather.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get on a plane. You got to go to Minneapolis. Not a short trip, by the way. You got to play outside in the elements. You got to do all of that. That is something the SEC teams never have to realize.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
That makes a big difference, man. I think it does. It keeps you fresher as the season goes.
And it's definitely more in their favor. They get hotter than hell temperatures early in the season, which we get now too. And I think we've been getting for a long time. It is hotter than hell in these Big Ten towns in the first month or two of the season. Oftentimes it seems to go later into October now before you get those cold weather games. But when it does get cold, as we saw for the December game here at the Shoe, I mean, I can't remember the last time we had a December night that was as cold as it was for Tennessee. I mean, that was bone-chilling cold. And it was so cold that the SEC guys had to show you what it was like and take our shirts off and show you how much it doesn't bother us. Oh, what's that? Yeah, we lost by about 40 points.
Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo Fisher has $100 million in his bank account. And I'm being conservative. I mean, he got $76 million just to go away.
Ross Bjork, our guy. was part of
that's right.
Jimbo Fisher's contract.
That's right. Well, Jimbo Fisher joined the ACC network. Raise your hand if you even knew the ACC still had a network.
Oh,
because
God,
I had no idea.
ESPN must own that then?
I guess. Anyway, he's with the ACC network, and he was on a podcast. Trials to Triumph was the name of the podcast.
What are all of these podcasts that we have?
I don't know.
My God.
They can't all be as insightful as this show. He said, I'm 59, in great shape and healthy. I've had success everywhere we've been, except when they pay you $76 million to leave. In the end, at Texas A&M, it's unfortunate, but we had the highest ranked team they ever had there in 2020. Our quarterbacks got hurt. We played with first team, third team. It was hard to get play calling and guys around. Didn't pan out like we needed it to, but I still love it. He says, being able to coach, I would. I've won 72% of my games, won 80% of my playoff games. I've been fortunate to win a national championship as a head coach and assistant. I miss the relationship with players. I'd be very interested in still doing it. I think I still got a lot to give. I'd love to get back out
Guys
there.
can't stay away, Mike.
I'm astonished.
Come on, you know that.
I'm astonished
You've learned
by
that
it.
a long time
The
ago.
dude is 60, okay? He's won a national championship. He's got $100 million. I assume he's got a family and perhaps grandkids and all of that.
He's giving you his statistics, and you know what? He's not wrong. He has won a national title.
He's
a
selling
solid
himself.
coach. He is. He's out there pitching himself to anybody.
Dumb podcast that 4 people listen to. He's out there saying, please hire me. I don't know what to do if I can't coach. Isn't that sad?
For God's sakes, let the man coach your team.
It's over, man. Go home.
Jimbo, wouldn't he just be able to put feelers out through his agent and he could start fielding offers if he really wanted to get back in the game? He's not yet
Sounds like
60.
a used car salesman. I got to tell you, I've won 80% of my playoff games. It's like, yeah, when you go to the playoffs, the problem was you weren't getting there. That's the issue, buddy.
What was his last several years at Texas A&M?
Crap.
Yeah, I mean, it had to be crap. You don't
just pay a guy $76 million
like
to
that,
leave if it's not crap.
That you want to get out of that quickly. He went from he never had a double-digit win season at Texas A&M. Imagine that, because he was on a heater at Florida State. 10-4, 9-4, 12-2, 14-0, won the title with Jameis. 13-1, 10-3, 10-3. Fell to crap in 2017, and then 9-4, 8-5, 9-1, 8-4, 5-7, 6-4 in 2023.
Yeah,
and then
see
he
you
was
later,
done.
man.
45-25 at Texas A&M. It's not nearly good enough to be that top end, upper echelon, top 3, top 5 head coach. I don't know why I ran out of gas there on Jimbo.
Ooh, Jesus.
You could too?
Yeah. I saw one of the stupidest stories today. So, preseason football this weekend, you had the Steelers. They beat Jacksonville 31-25.
You had everything. You had all the teams.
Well, that's right.
Not
but
just
I'm just
them,
saying,
everything.
This game specifically I want to talk about because, what's his name? The kicker.
Oh, the
Not
kicker.
make your
Dicker,
effing kicks.
the kicker. Corey, the Little? The 70-yard?
Cam Little.
Cam Little. Corey Little, whatever. You'd think you could learn his name, right? The
He
70-yard
nailed
man.
a 70-yard field goal on Saturday night. They say, it would be a record if it were in the regular season. Well, you know what? It's not, so it's not. Hell with him. Hell with Cam Little.
Is that it?
No, that's not it. Here's the dumbest story I saw. So Mike Tomlin, after the game, goes into the press room for his post-game press conference. And he sits down. Mike Tomlin, right? He's got the media in front of him. They're all there. You know,
This is Pittsburgh.
I understand
this is the
that.
Steelers media
And
we're
so
talking about.
He sits there, and there's not one question. No one asks him a question.
Were they not traveling?
And so he just says, okay, I guess I'll go now. How can you do your job?
I don't know.
So even if it's a BS question that you don't even really care about the answer to, even if it's just as simple as, hey, so that 70-yard kick, you ever see anything like that?
Boy, how about that? That Little guy, huh?
Yeah, how about him?
Wow.
Hey, he came up big in that moment, Little did. Huh?
Rocking his foot, huh?
Yeah. So what do you think of how your team played today?
How about that Primanti brothers, huh?
They put fries right on the sandwich.
I mean, perfect if you're the out-of-town guy, right? If you're someone in the Jacksonville media. This game was in Jacksonville, so maybe not a lot of them were traveling because it's the preseason.
Maybe travel, cutting costs so the Steelers didn't sit like people. They just didn't travel. They're like, it's a preseason game. Let's cut costs here.
First of all, Steelers though, Teddy. Wouldn't it a little different for them?
I would think
it just
so,
means more.
Yeah,
that's utterly
not.
ridiculous. Also, okay, let's say it's just Jacksonville media. Again, don't you ask a question? How
It's
about
Mike
that kick?
Tomlin. Yeah.
Hey, so anyway.
What do you think of
Did
Trevor
Aaron
Lawrence?
Rodgers give you any ayahuasca? Valenza ayahuasca.
Stop.
Stupid.
Oh, God.
Do your jobs, you morons. An SEC running back has himself tied in with murderers. It's a great story. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Traffic is slowing down on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 east and west split. You're also going to hit some slower traffic on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by RRFoundationSpecialist.com. Protect your home with R&R Foundation Specialist. Family owned, honest, and pressure free. Get expert waterproofing, fair quotes, and smart advice that puts your home first. Visit RRFoundationSpecialist.com. Your trusted local pros in foundation and waterproofing. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Hi, I'm in a whirlwind of college prep. Gotcha. We've got affordable solutions to create the perfect college living space. Great. And visit our website to see how verified college students with an IKEA family account can receive a one-time use 15% off coupon. Nice. You guys think of everything. Pretty much. Offer ends 9/30/25. Valid ID required. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See IKEA-USA.com/ready for college for complete terms.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. Are your leaky windows costing you money? Yes, they are. Right now, when you call my guys at Universal Windows Direct, you get payments as low as $99 a month or 12 months with no payments and no interest. Seriously, upgrade your home now and relax until next year. Call now and get a free in-home window and energy assessment. Choose the payment plan that's right for you. 614-502-5220 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Columbus, the Blue Jackets schedule is out. And you can lock in your seats with ticket plans starting at just 11 games. Don't miss a moment of the action. Visit BlueJackets.com. The season may be winding down, but there's still time to make the most of Buckeye Lake. At Buckeye Lake Marina, we have year-end deals on boats, accessories, and more. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash, at just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
Ready to ride the waves or hit the road for less? Refinance your boat or motorcycle loan with CME and let them try to beat your rate by 1.5% APR. Enjoy no payments for 90 days and rates as low as 6.25% APR. It's never been easier to lower your rate and free up cash. Make the smart move. Refinance with CME today. Terms and conditions apply. Minimum floor rate of 6.25% APR. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit CMEFCU.org for additional details.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
How many different ways can you consume morning juice? Let's see.
Live on YouTube, live on the Fans HD3 podcast on demand, and on 10 TV Plus.
And we'll send Bobby right to your house.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 8.
The Fan.
At United Dairy Farmers, peach is our most popular ice cream. Although it's only here for a short time, we sell more of it than any other flavor. And once you taste it, you'll know why it wins the popularity contest. We make it from scratch by mixing in the juice from our hand-selected peaches and big chunks of fruit. That's what gives it that unique peachier flavor. And that might also explain why peach season at UDF doesn't last long. UDF Peach Ice Cream, made for you.
Working your way through that honey-do list? That means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing and drain cleanings and repairs and all your heating and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your furnace or air conditioner. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain cleaning? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing issues? Call the Waterworks. Furnace repairs? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted neighborhood plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Want to know anything about the fans' contests, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Timmy wants you to know that he's fingering his dry snacks. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
It's just how you eat them, that's all. So there are some things that you can get involved in that are of the lesser variety. Then there are some that are of more serious nature. If you are LSU running back JT Lindsey, this, I think, you can put in the column of kind of serious. He is like I said, running back for LSU. He was a 4-star recruit. He was coming out of Alexandria, Louisiana in this year's 2025 class. Number 149 overall prospect, 7th-ranked running back in the country.
New guy, though.
New guy.
Freshman.
Freshman.
Hasn't made a name for himself yet.
No, he's trying to get on the horse here and make a name for himself.
Stay under the radar and earn his keep. This is not the way to do it.
Not the way to do it at all. So he surrendered to the campus police just going into the weekend on Friday afternoon. A warrant was issued for his arrest. Why? 2 felony counts of accessory after the fact to second-degree murder.
Ooh.
Bad.
Ray Lewis in the house.
He is accused of allowing 2 teenagers wanted on murder charges, a 17-year-old Shamel Jacobs and an 18-year-old Keldrick Jordan, and he allowed them to stay in his LSU dorm.
I mean, they needed a place to stay.
In the dorm room.
They're longtime friends. He probably didn't know that he was harboring murder suspects. Just some friends.
And obviously, this is a very big deal. The U.S. Marshals Service, Tommy Lee Jones.
Lieutenant Gerard.
Lieutenant Sam Gerard. I don't care. He was involved. Jacobs and Jordan were arrested Monday inside the Nicholson Gateway dorms. The Jack Nicholson dorms.
Yeah.
Nicholson.
Yeah.
That's the wrong
I'm
Jack.
sorry. Yeah.
So apparently
my mom was my aunt. Yeah.
I like the comment from Lindsey's attorney. Chris Parrott told a TV station that Lindsey was unaware that these 2 were wanted by police when he allowed them to stay at the dorm and denied any involvement in the crime. However, an arrest warrant alleges that Lindsey knew the suspects were wanted, citing an interview with one of Lindsey's associates. I would just love if they had a matter-of-fact, on-camera, whatever, like, yeah, we told him that we were wanted for murder. And he said, oh, come into the place and stay here. I'll take care of you.
I'll give you some dry snacks. You can finger some dry snacks.
Finger the dry snacks. That's how you do it. Or drink them out of a cup. There were 2 AR-15 rifles that were found. What's a Draco? D-R-A-C-O.
He was the bad kid on Harry Potter.
Draco is the bad kid on Harry Potter?
Yeah.
What about Drago?
That's Rocky 4.
And Creed 2, because he fights his son.
Oh, I didn't watch Creed 2.
Baby Drago.
I tell you, there's a little bit of me that dies inside when I'm scrolling down the guide and I see Creed.
Why?
Because I always think it's for like a split
Carl
second.
Weathers is going to be there?
No, I think it's going to be a Creed concert. And I'm ready to click on it.
Yeah. Well, you can find those anywhere you want.
No, but it's different.
Watch the clip of Creed playing at the Cowboys halftime show.
See, I don't like to seek out clips. That
where you got
defeats
those
the purpose.
bald dudes swinging on the streamers.
Don't you find more joy when you just come across something on your guide and you're like, oh, this is on. I haven't seen this forever. Click. As opposed to I'm going to go watch it on YouTube or seek it out. That's no fun.
So when you're traveling, like I was last week, how do you watch TV? because I get a little uncomfortable logging in. I always forget that I think I'm going to forget to log out, and then people are just going to have my stuff, and they're going to keep watching it again and again, which is what I did to other people because I logged into Amazon or some of the apps, and if people were already logged in there, well, I'm not going to take the time to scan the QR code and log my stuff in there so I can forget like an idiot. I'm just going to watch all your stuff. So I just went nuts on Rocky movies in Amazon Prime last week. All them things were loaded in there. And Sarah was hating my guts at the end of the week.
You watch other people's stuff?
It was in there.
Log out.
I didn't want to log in with my own because then I would forget.
So you decided to use
that.
You were snooping in somebody else's profile.
Christina was logged in. So, I mean, I'm doing her a favor.
You're not doing her a favor.
I'm doing her a favor. I'm putting all like the Rocky movies and the good action flicks right at the top of her algorithms.
No, see, that's not doing her a favor because when she goes to recently watch, then she's going to look for her show.
No.
And instead, it's all the softcore porn and Rocky stuff from you.
That's softcore porn, just good old clean boxing fun. So she clicks it on there, and it's just going to be hours and hours of, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, Paulie, what are you doing there, Paulie? You're going to get a lot of that. That's what you're going to get.
I just watch whatever the hell they have on the hotel TV. That's what I watch.
We were in a hotel TV. That was all well and good. By the way, that's like watching TV in the 80s. Is there anywhere else on earth other than in an actual hotel? And I would even think that most good hotels, I guess I was in a bad one. It seemed nice, though. The TV was nice, but you're still just clicking, like channel, up and down, up and down. There's no pausing. There's no nothing. You're just channeling up and down. That's all you can do. Is that the only place on planet Earth where you're watching TV that way?
I kind of like it.
You do?
It harkens me back.
At least give me a guide.
Oh, I got it. Where are you staying where you don't have a guide?
There was no guide.
Oh, there's a guide. You're stupid. No, there's got to be a guide.
I'm telling you, there was no guide.
Where did you stay?
I stayed at the Warwick on Michigan Avenue.
The Warwick?
Yeah.
Dion?
Yes.
Psychic friends?
Do you know the way to San Jose? Or is that a different one?
No, I think that's right. Is she alive?
Oh, no.
No?
No.
Ted, you ever call the psychic hotline when you were bored?
No.
I can picture you on your waterbed.
Yeah.
Calling up the psychic hotline.
It costs too much money.
84.
What does that mean?
She's ticking. She's alive.
Okay.
Oh, like she died in 84. No, she's 84 years old. She's alive and well.
Well, she knows when she's going to die. It's not yet. She's a psychic.
If you were a psychic, would you...
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding?
No.
Oh, I want to know the day, the time, the way.
You don't have a choice, though. That's the thing. Is there a way where you can have another psychic friend sort of block out your own ability? Like almost putting a sort of like a metal plate behind that part of your brain that would tell you?
But I want to know.
Why would you want to know that?
Because I want to know the ending for everything. Because then I can prepare for it.
Prepare for your death.
Oh, absolutely. I'd feel so much better if I knew the ending.
I don't know. I don't know if you're on this one.
Oh, I'm on it.
Know that you're going to die.
Absolutely. I'd feel so much better about life. I go from day to day thinking today's going to be the day. You take that pressure off of my back. I'm a whole new man.
Would you just work hard all the way up to the bitter end, depending on when you're going to die?
Absolutely not.
So if you were would you want to die before the life of the show were to run its course?
If for some reason I found out that I was going to die, like 5 years from now.
5 years from now, would you be done now?
I'm never talking to you again.
That's
I'm
it.
Gone. I see you later.
I know where you're going to be.
I'll see you next Tuesday.
I'm going to see you next Tuesday in Scotland.
That's right. I will be going to Scotland.
Don't you talk bad about Scotland.
You wouldn't want to know when you're going to die?
No.
Yes, you would.
No.
Ryan Day speaking today. You will hear from the coach coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 5-minute delay due to a disabled vehicle that's in the right lane on eastbound 70 on the west side at 71. It's causing some slower traffic from Central Avenue. There's also a slowdown on northbound 71 on the south side from Greenlawn Avenue to 315. This report is sponsored by RRFoundationSpecialist.com. Trust R&R Foundation Specialist for expert waterproofing and foundation solutions. Family-owned, honest, and thorough. No hidden fees, just proven results. Stop leaks and moisture before they spread. Visit RRFoundationSpecialist.com to schedule your free assessment today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. We're talking tickets, sideline passes, trips to a first-round postseason game, and more. Register today and every day at roosterswings.com.
The trash talk, the bad trade requests, the horrible reaches on draft picks. It's fantasy football time, and the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is giving you a chance to hold your fantasy draft in a fantasy location. On August 24th, host your fantasy draft party at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook, which will include a $100 dining credit, draft board, and swag. Visit 971thefan.com and sign up for your fantasy draft party package. Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER for help.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
The summer event is still on at Germain Honda of Dublin, and the deals are hot. Lease the rugged 25 Honda Ridgeline Sport for just $339 a month, or finance with an unbeatable 0.99% APR. Or drive home in the new 25 Honda Prologue EX. Lease it now for only $149 a month, or 0% APR, plus no payments for 90 days. Get the deal you deserve at Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. See dealer for full details.
Listen to Financially Fit Radio with Corey Sickles this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN, covering topics like what you need to know about annuities and how to stay healthy and enjoy retirement. Financially Fit Radio this Saturday at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN.
Let me tell you, some days there's nothing better than a quick refresh. So switch it up and refresh your day at Speedway with the 69-cent large Big Gulp drinks and all your favorite snacks. Speedy Rewards app required, valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms.
It's Wilson from That Other Window Place, and this is the Secrets of Pella podcast. Secrets of Pella. Where we try to expose Pella Windows secrets. Okay, Leslie from Pella, with this easy slide operator, I can slide open this window with just one finger. What are you guys hiding?
Well, we're not hiding anything, but that slide is cool, right?
All right, cut. Leslie, it is so cool. Look, I'm opening it with just one pinky.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. My good friends over at Sleep Better Columbus want you to know that if you're 65 or older, enjoying those golden years, but maybe you're dealing with restless nights, you need to listen up. Are you tossing and turning, struggling with sleep apnea, and that leaves you wiped out during the day? Well, it's time to reclaim your rest with Dr. Mark Levy at Sleep Better Columbus. As a leading provider in non-surgical sleep apnea treatments, Dr. Levy helps you breathe easier and sleep deeper with custom oral appliances, a comfortable alternative to CPAP. The best part is that Sleep Better Columbus is in network with most medical insurance plans and is a proud Medicare provider, so your coverage can work seamlessly with Sleep Better Columbus. And as we head toward the end of the year, don't let those benefits go unused. You don't want to wait to use your deductible. Act now to make the most of it with Sleep Better Columbus. Call Sleep Better Columbus today at 800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Once again, that number, 800-MORE-SLEEP or sleepbettercolumbus.com for your consultation. Sleep better, live better, you've earned it.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
My AC stopped working. Your competition says it's fried. When I saw their cost to replace it, I could have just died.
We can give a second opinion, give you options and advice. We'll strive to earn your trust and make you a client for life.
Get a free second opinion. Replace or repair.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
In the 1950s, Joe Nuxall was your classic power pitcher. He averaged about 6 strikeouts a game.
And on this date, August 11th, back in 1959, Knucksie had his strikeout groove working. At Crosley Field against the Milwaukee Braves, Joe struck out the side in the 6th inning, and then for good measure, struck out one more batter as well. 4 strikeouts in 1 inning. How did he do that? Well, he struck out Eddie Matthews, Joe Adcock, and Del Crandall. But Reds catcher Dutch Dotter let the 3rd strike skip under his glove, and Crandall reached first base. Knucksie then struck out the next hitter, 4 strikeouts in 1 inning, and that tied a Major League record. This August 11th, 1959, this date in Reds baseball.
This date in Reds baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. More to get everybody warmed up for the coming college football season. The AP preseason poll out today. Texas #1, Penn State 2nd, Ohio State 3rd. Heading into the season, Clemson and Georgia round out the top 5 with Notre Dame, Oregon, Alabama, LSU, and Miami making up the rest of the top 10. Speaking of Ohio State, head coach Ryan Day talked with the media in mass today, mostly in reference to Saturday's scrimmage for the Buckeyes.
The weekend, I felt like we were able to identify some guys that built some depth. Some position battles are still going to go on. This is a big week to take the next step for us.
Cleveland Guardians with a night off. Cincinnati Reds at home with Philadelphia tonight. This update brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union. Swimming in debt with rates as low as 8.99% APR. Save your summer with a debt consolidation loan. Visit bmifcu.org/consolidate. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Our favorite basketball players are Leaky Black and Grady Dick.
That is childish nonsense.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Foodgasm at 4:46. Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark at 5:30. Timmy's back from vacation.
It's good to be back.
What was the highlight of the vacation?
So, gosh, it's, when you have the 2 weekends that surround a whole week off, it feels like you've been gone a month. It actually was bookended with cards. So we did the National, which was just... It was so massive. I've never been to any kind of show like that before. And we've talked. I went to a PBEO job fair at the Swan and Dolphin in Disney. That was part of the baseball winter meetings.
Right.
That was a really cool experience. And there were more, even though that was just baseball, because of just the esteem of that event, there were more, like Cal Ripken Jr. is at the hotel bar. Peter Gammons and his turkey neck are just walking around there.
I love the Red Sox.
Jayson Stark, I'm sure, was there.
Oh, yes.
Before I even knew him. But I'm sure he was great then, just as he is now, and just as he will be today at 5:30. So, that was cool. And they had the trade show that goes along with it. So there's some more interactive stuff, like you can test out equipment. There was a pitching machine there. It must have been one of the first years they had it, because you've probably seen them where they have a screen that they can put up there and they can load the pitcher on there. I got to take a couple of swings with the bat that couldn't even touch it because the ball is coming out from the opening where the hand is going.
Are we still talking
about?
It's
100 miles an hour.
What are we talking about? This year's vacation? Or are we?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know how we got. I asked you, what was the highlight of this year's vacation? And now you're telling me a story about 20 years ago. You went to the baseball convention and applied for a job.
If you just wait 2 seconds, I'll circle back.
I didn't know it was the Francis Ford Coppola epic I had to sit through. Just trying to make some small talk, guy.
Why make it small talk when we got 2 more hours left in the show?
You know what? I'm just trying to keep the audience engaged, Timmy.
Keep the audience, and we're storytelling right here. It's what we're doing. So those 2 shows, both crazy, but I'd never been to one like what they had in Chicago.
You ain't never seen
at the National. I hadn't seen it. And I don't know if you've ever been. I assume you've been to that convention center a ton, the Donald Stevenson.
Why?
For things. Oh, no?
I never heard of it. I don't know what the hell it is.
Oh, it's right there by O'Hare Airport. I figured you'd gone to stuff there as a kid.
I didn't go anywhere. What are you talking about?
It's a big convention center. It's like not being to the Columbus Convention Center.
My dad didn't take me anywhere.
It's Rosemont.
What does that mean?
Stuff to go to there?
No.
No?
No, I didn't go. I didn't even know it was built. When is it new?
No, it seemed old. It was massive, too.
I've been to McCormick Place downtown.
That's the one. I would have rather been at the one downtown because it would have been easier to get around to stuff as opposed to being all the way out in Rosemont.
If I would have said to my dad when I was a kid, Daddy, can you take me to the card show at the 800,000 square foot thing in Rosemont?
What's wrong with that?
He'd punch me right in the neck. No, he wasn't taking me there.
You live in St. Charles. He wouldn't take you 45 minutes to go to the card show?
Do you really want to dive into my childhood here?
No, not so much.
I'm just saying. Not every dad's like you. The kid says he wants to go, and you're, yes, son, let's go. Right away. The kid's got you on a leash.
Yeah, maybe he does. That's why we ended the trip yesterday. He actually went to a card show and had his own table. We're, of course, back here in town. So it began and it ended with cards, which is one of the things that he loves. But when you get to Chicago things, I ate a lot of crappy food. I did find this, and I was Google mapping the popcorn place you were telling me about. It didn't make sense for us to get down there, that part of downtown, before we were leaving on Tuesday morning. You told me about Nuts on Clark.
Delicious.
Nuts on Clark is the one. So Garrett's is just everywhere, right?
Of course it is.
There are Garrett spots all over the city.
You can buy Garrett at Kroger.
Yeah, right? And I think it'd be better to buy it that way because it's got all those Clark Griswold crunch enhancers in there. The semi-osmotic, non-nutritive food varnishes. It's got the good stuff. When you buy it in the shop, it was fine right then and there. But I didn't realize I wait one extra day because you're getting this big jumbo bag of the mix, the great cheddar cheese and the caramel corn.
They don't put the appropriate amount of preservatives in it.
It was terrible the next day. It was not even edible. One day later. So
how did you store it?
How did I store it? I just in a bag. That's what I had.
Didn't come in like a tin?
No, it didn't come in a tin. They wrap them up tightly in the wax bag that they serve it to you with.
That you can't keep it in the wax bag.
No, I learned that. It didn't do well there.
Matter with you.
But the food was great. We did obviously the Portillo's. We ate some good Italian food. I wanted to go to, do you like Gibson's, the steakhouses there?
Never been there.
Never been to the Gibson's? They look pretty fantastic. So try to hit one of those next time.
Everybody always asks me, where should I go to eat in Chicago? Well, first of all, I haven't lived there in over 20 years. Second of all, when I did live there, I didn't have any money. So I didn't go to Gibson's.
Yeah, pretty pricey.
I went to the taco place down the street where it was like 5 tacos for $1.50. Mess you up. Then you have some dysentery later.
And I feel sad. I would have loved to go to a White Sox game, but they were not in town, so we went to Wrigley.
Of course you did.
We went to Wrigley.
Hey.
Big hangout.
Oh, hey.
It's the big hangout.
Mardi Gras.
We were the only people locked into the baseball game.
Of course.
And it was us Reds fans that were there.
Reds game. Yeah.
That's right. We got
won.
the job done, Teddy.
Fly the W.
And then won the next game as well. Won that series out there.
Nice.
Did you smell all the piss, too? Did you smell that?
Oh, I partook.
I'm sure you did.
I had to help out.
Pee right in the bushes.
I thought about what we were saying before I left, and helped out some of those bushes in Wrigleyville.
All right, Ryan Day. Of course, Buckeye fall practice. He talks to the media usually Mondays or Tuesdays. Today was a Monday, so we talked. Here is Ryan Day talking about the progress of the quarterback battle.
There were positives on both ends. There were negatives on both ends. I won't, predict when we'll make this decision, but we're getting more and more information, that we need to make a decision. Where it's at now, we'll let it continue to play out.
He's talking from the toilet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit of an echo in there, right?
Echo.
A lot of echo going on.
Who do we send to that one? Is that King?
Let's just put it on King.
You know how to put a microphone together, King?
Let's just say that we've had some issues getting our microphone synced up the right way and getting it off of the, what do they call that? The panoramic mic where we can hear the questioners. Yeah, we're working on that.
You know what? You're gonna get it down pat right as camp ends.
Exactly.
All done.
And we got press conferences all year long. We'd love to have be nice and good quality too.
Well, we have press conferences every year.
We're
the home of the Buckeyes.
Every week.
You would think that we'd have it down to a science.
On microphone sound here.
Here is Ryan Day talking about thoughts coming out of the first scrimmage.
Sometimes it's hard to tell. I think that we're growing. I think we still have work to do. There were things that I felt like we definitely improved with last week. There's still things that, we got to get fixed. We got to get addressed. Coming out of the weekend, I felt like we were able to identify some guys that built some depth. Some position battles are still going to go on. This is a big week to take the next step for us. And I think the effort's there. I think the overall execution's got to improve. Each side of the ball has their things that they need to grow upon. And, this is kind of the last week to do that, because after this week, we'll have our scrimmage on Saturday. And it's not just, complete Texas from there on, but it's getting close. So, we're still in the middle of it. There was a lot of positives, but obviously some things I guess the best way to put it is in the first 9 practices, we've got a lot done, but we've got a lot to do.
I do like how we're getting closer to the microphone in that second clip right there. Mm-hmm. That third one's probably going to be an absolute gem.
We're getting there, baby.
But to talk a little bit of Buckeyes for a second, to go back to the first one where he's talking about the quarterback battle, I mean, I'm sure you're hearing this too. There's a course, and people that have had access and have been out there for all of these scrimmages and all of these practices, some open to the public too. Lincoln Keenholz is getting a lot of fans, and I am not yet in the camp where I believe he's going to win the job, but I got a lot of respect for what kind of athlete he is. And this was a USA Today Male Athlete of the Year coming out of high school. This is a multi-sport star. He is the guy that's got more of the wheels and that ability to run with that football a little bit. And it was a long time ago when we saw him play in that Cotton Bowl game that we like to forget about. And that wasn't a good spot for him to be thrust into, where maybe the team wasn't completely locked in for that performance as well, even though I remember Jack Sawyer having a great game. But I find that this could be a benefit for Ohio State, for Julian Sayin to maybe be pushed by somebody else, because I believe he's ultimately going to win the job. I'm trying to look for things that are going to help him out going into that Texas game and then into that first quarter of the season, because I know Sayin, he is going to be a much different product at the end of this year as this team's getting ready for the college football playoff than he is going into Texas week.
Absolutely.
It's going to be different.
I was talking to Adam King last week in your absence and Nicole Sheeran, who were both at practice quite a bit and watching it, and both of them came away with the same thing, which is this is Julian Sayin's job. And I think Ryan Day knows it's Julian Sayin's job, and he's waiting for that right moment, whether him showing himself in practice. I like to use the term his balls dropping.
Hey, well, you just said showing himself.
Well, maybe he's
not that kind, but I know what you mean.
Maybe he's just waiting for a little bit of time. He did say last week, too, he being Ryan Day, that he'd like to name the starting quarterback a couple weeks out.
Yeah, well, can you stack?
Well, we're 3 weeks out now.
Is that 3 practices in a row? Do you want to see a whole week's worth where you can go home at night and go over your notepad and think back on some things and say, Sayin just from start to finish had it better than Lincoln did? What are you looking for? And then again, you might not get that, right? That's part of the growing process for Sayin.
It's not just what I've seen, it's what I project I'm going to see. What is the ceiling for both of these guys?
Precisely.
How close do I think Julian Sayin is to his ceiling? How close do I think Lincoln Keenholz is to his ceiling? But I think he already knows what he wants to do, and he's just sort of waiting, feeling it out. And I wouldn't be surprised that maybe by the end of the week we hear something. Timmy wants to stick up for a giant loser. Coming up next, Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Traffic is slowing down due to an accident that's on Woodland Avenue between Argyle Drive and Mock Road. And we've got a couple-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side from Livingston Avenue to 33. This report is sponsored by RumpkeCareers.com. Attention CDL drivers. Rumpke Waste and Recycling in Columbus is now hiring rear load drivers. Drivers will receive a $7,500 sign-on bonus, great benefits, and more. Apply now at RumpkeCareers.com. EOE restriction apply. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone, and I've got a public service announcement for your taste buds. The legendary Sanders Bumpy Cake is finally here in Ohio. Yes, that Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. Rich devil's food cake topped with smooth buttercream bumps and smothered in thick chocolatey fudge. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. It's the dessert you didn't know you needed until now. Perfect for your next barbecue, tailgate, or a family function. And if you've never had one of these, well, trust me, once you try it, you're going to be hooked. Grab your Sanders Bumpy Cake today at Kroger or Meijer and taste what the hype's all about.
It's your lucky day because at Speedway, there's a $5,000 winner every single day. All you do is shop with Speedy Rewards. Then play the in-app game for a chance to win $5,000 in cash. So you could win $5K today, or the next day, or the next day, or the next... Okay, you get it. New daily cash winners only at Speedway. Are you next? No purchase necessary. Ends 1/6/26 USDC 16+. For official rules and free gameplay, go to 5K-A-day.com/rules.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Bobby Carpenter here with Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. In sports, it's always a good idea to be working on your fundamentals. Off-season, during the season, it doesn't matter. The ones who drill the fundamentals are the ones who consistently win. The same holds true when you're running a business. Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, know banking fundamentals can make all the difference.
Thanks, Bobby. There's no substitute for doing the right thing, and often the hard thing in business. Managing the books, cash flow, and sales tracking is as important as producing the product. The business cannot succeed without good fiscal management.
Thanks, Chuck. Riverside Bank of Dublin knows that most business owners are busy people, and that's why we can assist in cash management. Let one of our commercial bankers help you do the right thing, too. These skills will help you grow your business and get a loan when the time comes. We want to help. Call us.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Cash for Clunkers continues during the Honda Summer Event at Lindsay Honda.
Listen up, Columbus. Cash for Clunkers is big money towards your next ride.
Up to $3,500 minimum for your trade.
Use it for the down payment, negative equity, or keep the cash.
Lease a new 2025 HR-V two-wheel drive LX or 2026 Civic four-door LX for just $299 a month. Zero cash down. Just bring us your clunker. Shop Lindsay Honda, the big Honda store now. For details, visit lindsayhonda.com.
If your last garage door repair guy definitely used an old mugshot on his business cards, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, a trusted Columbus staple. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Hello, big voice guy here. I've been hired to tell you all about the Fans YouTube channel. Did you know you can immerse yourself in Buckeye goodness like Austin and Bird's daily podcast, The Beat? Yes, sirree, Bob. Subscribe today.
Hey there, I'm Brad. I'm about to win the Tuesday Night Bowling League Championship. Strike. I'm also a highway worker for the Ohio Department of Transportation. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can bowl the winning strike with my buddies.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state.
ONN affiliate WBNS TV reports.
Haley Kirby reporting in downtown Toledo.
From the State House, Kevin Landers.
ONN Canton. ONN affiliate WKYC TV in Cleveland explains.
In Marietta, Brett Wharf, ONN News.
Emma Henderson in Genoa.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. Available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Blue skies, light winds, and a little warm on this Monday. Temperatures running around 90 degrees. Overnight will fall back down to around 70. Clear skies and light winds for Tuesday morning. And during the day, back up around 90 with just the risk of a late day shower or storm. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Panama 10 would like to inform you that this ain't one of them. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
We are going to have Jayson's Beef coming up here at 5:30. The Foodgasm is coming your way near the end of the hour at 4:46.
I got a gasm. By the way, has anybody gone to Krispy Kreme to see if the pumpkin donuts are in fact there today? They were supposed to be.
No. I'll check tomorrow. You feeling like some Krispy Kreme tomorrow? Because I could get regulars if they're not
feeling like
there.
some Krispy Kreme. I always feel like Krispy Kreme, but
well, I don't want to bring regulars if you're expecting the pumpkin. That's all. I would get glazed if that's fine for you.
Well, of course it's fine.
Okay,
but
good.
I want to know if they paid off on their promise. If we have some listeners out there that went to the KK today to get a pumpkin donut, did you get one? That's all I want to know.
I'm not sure. We'll find out. I do want to tell you about my good friends at Tri-State Men's Health because it is still summertime. It is still hotter than hell. And you got those long days, the hot nights, sultry nights, vacations. I just had one that didn't mean any special time, though, because we had the whole entire family there. But maybe that could be different for you. But if erectile dysfunction is a problem, it can ruin all of that. ED is bad, man. It is a bad thing. That's why you turn to our friends at Tri-State Men's Health, because they are experts in dealing with it. You remember the first time you failed to perform in the bedroom? You don't want to remember that. You probably tried to laugh it off, but it's not a laughing matter, and there doesn't need to be a stigma. Tri-State has treatments when the pills or herbals fail, and they have treatments with success rates over 90%. Some can have you last an hour or more. Dear God. So go to tristatemenshealth.com, take a look around, see about that $99 first visit. Give them a call, 800-900-9654. 2 lovely locations in Central Ohio. I need to talk to you about a big, skinny, giant loser.
Ted?
And I actually, no, not me, not you, not Ted.
Well, I'm not big and skinny.
That's true, too. But I actually...
Fat and dumpy and short.
I kind of like this loser. And I need you to tell me if I need to show him some more tough love or if I should show this guy grace because of the grace that he continues to show. So our guy, I heard that you made this a part of your parlay on Friday.
I did indeed.
And it bit you in the ass. And I say that's more a you problem, but you're trying to cheer him on because he's a good lad.
I thought he had it. I thought this was going to be the tournament where he was going to get it done.
He's our Englishman. He's Tommy Fleetwood.
Mick Fleetwood.
Make it now 43 top 10 finishes on the PGA Tour. Somehow this man is that good at golf. This is kind of what I love about this game, that you can be that good at it. You know you're that good at it. You got a lot of confidence, but something gets in your way on the back nine time and time again. I would even say, for the most part, this dude logged 3 birdies on the back nine, only to have it come unraveled on the 16th and 17th. He had the bogey on 17. He had a 2-shot lead on 16 tee box with 3 holes to play. And 16 was a par 5 where you kind of need to birdie it or else you're behind the 8 ball. He parred it, so that was tough. And then the bogey happened on 17 where he bailed out of a putt. And that was the one thing where I think Tommy's, what would you call it, his past mistakes crept up and bit him once again. But the way he talks to the media after it's done,
of course,
he shows so much class. He tries to look at the positive sides of things.
Can I tell you
while still
why?
knowing that he messed up?
And
why?
This is coming from a guy.
How can he do it?
I'm going to tell you if you shut your mouth. This is coming from a guy who's on just loads of antidepressants. Okay? And one thing I've learned to do over the years is just give up. And that's what Tommy Fleetwood has done. He's dead inside. When you have 43 top 10 finishes without a win, he's never won anything. Yet he's made himself $40-something million playing golf.
Oh, my God. He's going to be on the Ryder Cup team.
So he's
great.
rich. He's on the Ryder Cup team, but he knows.
He's won on the European tour.
He's
just
won.
To be clear.
Yeah,
he hasn't won on the PGA tour.
That's the big story, though. We all know that are golf fans. We know
they know that.
Okay. He hasn't won here in the States.
A big, giant piece of trash. Who cares about the Euros? All right, I don't care.
You be careful. You be careful talking about Tommy that way. No. He's a good boy.
Ryder Cup's coming
and
up.
He's trying.
He's too good. He's too good.
He needs to be. That's what I'm asking. That's where I'm honestly asking the question.
So we have a new employee starting here at the radio station. Today's his first day. His name is Dylan.
True story. True story. We knew who this employee was. The email has been out for a week or two. He is a good, clean boy in the truest sense of the word. He's coming over to see us from the Frisco Rough Riders, minor league affiliated baseball out in Frisco, Texas. And his name is Tyler Damberg. He is here in person, his first day at work. He comes to the cubicle space right back there. We just went out to lunch. He comes in to meet Common Man. Says, "Oh, how you doing? Dylan, huh?" "Nope, Tyler."
He's just a common man.
It's an honest mistake. All right, so now I've named him and her Tyler Dillon.
So 3 Dillons now at the station.
But so Tyler's here, and Fish put him at the desk right next to mine. Okay, and I said to Fish, I said, "Do you know what you're doing here? I mean, he's coming in. You're putting him in this group of desks with a lot of established people. Me, you, Teddy, Bones back there. You know, it could be a little intimidating.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
And Fish said to me, yes, I'm doing that on purpose because I believe that Tyler is a little bit too good and clean.
Right.
And I need you to filthy him up. He needs a little bit of dirt rubbed on.
I would have thought that this would be the opposite, that we are becoming too bad and filthy, that you want someone that is young and pure to sort of reinvigorate us on life.
No. Fish
Show
wants,
us like what that young spring chicken outlook
Fish
is like.
wants us-
Everything is new and everything's in the forefront.
He knows that's
Show
a
us
lost
that.
cause. He wants us to sully the mind of
Really?
Tyler/Dylan.
Really bring you down into the gutter.
Yes. I
think
hired him a hooker. He's gonna be here. He or she. I gave him a choice because I don't know his sexual preference. He can choose whatever he likes. Dirtier the better. And I think that is Tommy Fleetwood's problem. He's too good.
Too good.
He's too polite when he loses. He needs to have that mentality. Chris Spielman used to tell this story all the time. When he would go up against an opposing quarterback, he would imagine, he would play act that his family was being held captive by the opposing player. And the only way that he could save his family from death was to get to that quarterback and make him pay.
He did that role-playing thing.
And what Tommy Fleetwood needs to do is say, if I don't close this out, I can't go home tonight.
Patrick Reed is going to steal my wife.
I'm going
if
to sleep
I don't
on
win.
the streets of Memphis, Tennessee with the bums. With the bums.
Good call with the assimilation to the FedEx St. Jude Classic.
That's right, because I knew where it was.
You're going to be in the gutters of Beale Street. You won't be able to find your way
I'm
out.
not going back to my rented house or my 5-star accommodations. I'm going to force myself to sleep on the street.
No Memphis barbecue for you.
Only when he sees that desperation, when he sees it, then he will be able to say, I will be the champion.
I understand what you're saying about what Spielman used to do. And I do think that there's differences in all sports, right? Where football is a kind of sport where it's been fascinating to get to know some of these guys too, because the way my mind works, like
they're all nutcases?
They're all nutcases, but to ever step onto a field in a game that is that physical, when you get to high-level Division I college football, it's just different than any other level you're ever going to find. Any kind of high school football, any lower level college football pales in comparison. I can't imagine what that would be like. So I think of how you have to flip a switch, and you cannot even close to be the person that you are off the field that you are on the field. It's a different persona, almost like when a wrestler goes into character and has to turn it on that way.
Why can't you have that killer atmosphere when you're on the golf course?
You could. I wonder if doing that is also going to be the answer when you're so close.
Maybe it's not the answer, but you know what? Whatever you've been doing,
why not try?
Not working.
Yeah, why not try?
So, you've been the nice guy for 43 top 10 finishes without a win. Switch it around now. Be Ric Flair. Style and profile.
Poor Tommy. And you know what?
Poor Tommy.
His fellow Englishman, who's 45 years old and just continues to get thinner and more athletic and look better and better. Justin Rose, old Rosie, he's the best European golfer of all time next to Rory. He's won 12 times. I think you got to go back 80 years to find another guy besides Rory that's been better than Justin Rose. He wins again. Good for him.
I want to call BS on something in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at a 10-minute delay due to a crash that's in the left lane on northbound 71 on the north side from 670 to 5th Avenue. Expected to move slow from 670. We also have a couple-minute delay on eastbound 270 on the north outer belt between 315 and 71. This report is sponsored by Speedway. Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway. Refresh your fuel tank, refresh your U-tank, and refresh the vibe with 69-cent large Big Gulp drinks. Speedy Rewards app required, valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Here's 3 reasons to buy your Blue Jackets ticket plans for the 25-26 season. 1, pick your seat and pick your games. 2, plans start at just 11 games. 3, flexible payment plans. Act now. Visit BlueJackets.com/tickets.
Stanley spent his life in the saddle, wrangling whatever life threw at him. But nothing prepared him for the fight against low T and ED. Shane practically hunched him over. Bonbon pills just gave him a headache. He begged for a lifeline.
Well, maybe it's over.
Columbus Men's Clinic said no. Medical conditions, old age, there's hope. This is about real treatments. Science, not one-size-fits-all guesswork. Columbus Men's Clinic was designed for men who hate going to the doctor. Personalized plans, cutting-edge treatments, overseen by an actual medical provider that takes the time to listen. With low T and ED treatments others only dream about, we fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Because every second you wait, your condition could worsen. Act now. Don't let time slip away. Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Your consultation is only $99, including blood work. And you'll know your T level before you leave. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Skyline is introducing a new chicken chili. Come get that world-famous Skyline flavor you love with a new protein option. Try the new Skyline chicken chili on Ways, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. At Columbus Skyline locations only while supplies last.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Common Man is one soiled bed sheet away from being Jeff Remmer's legal guardian. This is Man and Timmy.
All right. This dumb show brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. What did you do? You put together AI? Is this what we do now?
I heard that you were having a good bit of fun with AI voices last week in my absence.
Yes.
You did one of me that apparently didn't sound like me at all. What was with those voices?
This software that I'm using, it's good read. It's a nice smooth read.
Yeah,
but it can't get our voices down.
The Nicole one was fantastic, and the Rimmer one was hilarious.
Rimmer was like 80% there, right, Teddy?
Oh,
that one was close.
Yeah, it was good, but it was just like your two was just terrible. I mean, King's was okay, except it had a little too much bass.
Right,
it had too much bass in it. But
Nicole's was brilliant.
Yeah,
and Rimmer's was really good.
Yeah,
and I liked Rimmer's "Let's Go Jackets" at the end of one of his cuts. But I had AI Common Man who wanted to stop by, and he was a little pissed off that I was gone all last week.
I can't believe that Timmy had to go on a week-long vacation in the first place. All he does is bitch and moan about his trips, and then all I hear is, oh, time for us to go on another vacation. Jesus, it makes me sick. Why are you constantly going places? And why are you going places you've already been? Not only are you gone, but then I have to fend for myself to hold up our brand new show. I'm made to look like a fool here, flapping in the breeze with Adam King, Nicole Sheeran, and even Scotty Vegas. Vegas is dropping obscenities on the air, and Panama Ted doesn't even give an F to dump it. What is this? Amateur hour? Hallelujah. Holy shit. Where's the Tylenol? Okay. Mikey, go pee-pee now. What's the matter with you moron? What? I didn't see this guy for half an hour today. I'm like, where is he? He's in the studio making this.
I don't know what you're talking about. That stuff makes itself. And what did Scotty do? What did he say
He
last
dropped
week?
an a-hole. And then he looked at me afterwards and said, oh, you said that before. I said, I have not. I like how we have this whole vibe.
That's what we've done now?
Where you think it's okay, but, there are lines that we walk up to. Sometimes we peer over the line, but, Timmy and I are smart enough not to actually cross it.
Right.
Scotty just went right there. So between Jen dropping F-bombs, Scotty with the a-hole, we got a filthy promotions department. Just filthy.
I did have to remember to, I did actually save the clip and then said, oh, shoot, have to go back and bleep holy S. So that would have been a nice touch if that made its way to the air.
The only good thing about getting a week off of Pongy is that my hemorrhoid gets some time to relax. Thank God for that, because my excessive wiping doesn't do the old roid very much good. I don't know how I'm able to play that much anyway with that boy dangling out my back orifice. Side-to-side athletic activity also isn't that much fun when you have a 7-pound sacky like I do either. But what can I say? Miki love Pongy. Me likey. Miki love Pongy. What am I? Mickey like Poggy. I go to Alaska, talk to President on Friday. Mickey like Poggy.
This is the best the program can do right now. What were you going to say?
Nothing.
That's it?
Mickey like Poggy.
Mickey. Couldn't say Mikey. Could say Mickey.
All right, I'm going to call BS on something.
What'd you see?
Mets and Brew playing this weekend. And Keith Hernandez and Steve Gelbs is on the play for SNY, or on the play-by-play for SNY in New York. And here's what Steve Gelbs had to say. I don't know if you heard this, Keith, but the Jets were in Green Bay, and our Jets crew, the SNY Jets crew, had early flights this morning out of Milwaukee. So they drove back last night from Green Bay, got caught a quarter mile from their hotel, had to abandon their car and swim to the hotel. Now, they did have some flooding in Milwaukee this weekend. Saturday was Milwaukee's second wettest day in 154 years. That was the day that both Laverne and Shirley got hot and bothered with squiggy wet. But I call BS on this. There is no way they got out of the cars, swam to the hotel to what? Take a shuttle to the airport? Why wouldn't you just go around a detour, go to the airport yourself? There's no way they swam to the hotel. I call BS.
Yeah, I think that smells a little BS-y as well.
I mean, look, there was flooding, obviously, in the area, but it also was okay enough for most people to get to the Brewers game on Saturday and Sunday.
And we've seen images on the news, but this is typically when we've had, major hurricanes come through where people are devastated and it's flooded so much to where, like, you can't get around without a boat, right? You have to have a raft or a boat. I don't know. It sounds like it's a yarn being spun.
It's dry 7 blocks over. Should we take the car and drive a little bit out of our way?
No, we're going to go this way.
Let's just get out and swim.
And when I hear swim, I think maybe they waded up to their kneecaps, possibly, with that much flooding.
No,
actually,
we're not even doing that.
Breaststroke, freestyle stroke. You're actually swimming, and you have your luggage. Would your luggage would float, wouldn't it? If it's in one of those, like, carry-on cases?
It's garbage. By the way, speaking of garbage, I was very angry last week, and I continue to be angry today because Bjorky comes out. He's going to change the way that we watch sports. Oh, my God, it's all broken. Thank God Bjorky's here to save it. We need a real attitude adjustment when it comes to how we view things in the shoe and the shot. So we're going to change things around for football. We also want to change things around for basketball. We want to create a sense of excitement in the Schottenstein Center, right? So what do? I go out and schedule a non-conference game against Virginia. Yay! That's a pretty good program, pretty good home and home there, perhaps. But instead, you got to go to Nashville to watch it.
Yeah.
Neutral site, Nashville.
I know,
and
man.
And then I saw this morning, look, West Virginia's on the schedule. There's another one. I don't know if that's necessarily a hot ticket, but at least that's a nice non-conference opponent.
I think that's something. I think that's something.
That's nice. No, it's going to be in Cleveland. No, we can't have games here. No.
Again, it's going to be in Cleveland.
I understand. We got to put it in Cleveland. We got to go to Nashville to watch Virginia. Unless we fall ass backwards into a good conference game on the weekends by chance. That's the only time we get any sort of excitement down at the Shot.
And you and I both said, and I have been on this case as a college basketball fan for a decade or longer. You know it. We want to see better opponents at the Schottenstein Center. There's a lot that we can do, and trust me, there's more until the performance of the program catches up to what that building holds. There's going to be more that you need to do to configure that arena on a game-by-game basis, and we have not done that. We have chosen not to do that.
But you move the students.
As far as take some examples from other places in the country where they have way too many seats for what a typical Tuesday night game against Miami, Ohio is going to pull in, which, by the way, Miami, Ohio, not a bad home game for some of your lesser games. I'd prefer to go with Ohio MAC schools to fill out the schedule. But you need to have some of these bigger opponents come into your building. Too much in college basketball has been brokered out to neutral site games. It was one thing when we had the rise of the Great Alaskan Shootout and the Maui Invitational. Lord knows I like that. I think there's a place in college basketball for those multi-team events. The Alaskans kind of on the wayside. Battle for Atlantis took its spot. Now I'm hearing that the Players Tribune deal is going to blow up to 32 teams for the next year.
32 teams?
32 teams. I don't know what the format's going to look like for that.
That can't be a real tournament with 32 teams.
Half of an NCAA tournament at the beginning of the year. Seems like that's too much. But, okay, if you have one of those, you have that, and then maybe you should get one other neutral site game, whether that's a CBS Sports Classic or some other big thing.
Why do we need that?
And that's it for me. Instead,
women's basketball just signed a home and home with UConn.
That's great, right?
Of course that's
great. That's what you want.
Don't give me this BS that they won't come here. Why won't they come here? Because they're too scared of the big atmosphere over at the death coffin
I can't buy that. I can't buy that. Maybe it's not worth maybe it's not that they're scared. It's that they just don't see the benefit to come over here. Maybe there's something that's been lacking so much with the program, with not making tournaments recently, that they can't get these better games. But I think this problem has been there before, and it's kind of been hidden behind that you had the built-in good quality home games with an ACC Big Ten Challenge. Although you didn't do that. That was kind of brokered in contractually with conferences.
Now it's gone.
And there was Gavitt games for a minute, which gave you a good Big East game. You got Villanova and Jay Wright to come in here one time. That was great.
And now
not. And you're not making up for those. There's been maybe one game. There's been maybe one home and away. Football gives you one every year, and that's football. We got 35 to 40 games that we're playing.
Don't talk to me about my atmosphere anymore. Talk about improving your inconsistent product and actually putting some games people want to see on the home floor. And stop asking fans to travel. It's ridiculous.
I don't understand Virginia and Tennessee.
Foodgasm at 4:46 next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 5-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side from James Road to 270, and traffic is stop and go and causing about a 15-minute delay on eastbound 33 between Refugee Road and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. The Ohio Laborers Union, they're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities. Their skilled laborers pave the way for smoother commutes, ensuring safe and efficient travel on Ohio roads and highways. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Save a good deal more on fresh family favorites this week at Meijer. Locally grown blueberries are 3 pints for $5. Fresh from Meijer Family Pack chicken drumsticks are $1.29 per pound. Select Kellogg's cereal 3 for $6 when you buy 3 or more. And select Coca-Cola, Pepsi, 7-Up, or Dr. Pepper 12-pack cans are buy 2, get 1 free. Plus deposit where applicable. Getting a good deal more on the quality foods your family loves and deserves. That's the good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Leaky pipes, no hot water, issues with your sewer or drains? When plumbing problems strike, Logan Services is ready to help you out. We offer free estimates on water heaters, water softeners, and drain lines. Whether it's a surprise leak or an aging water tank, we'll give you an honest recommendation so you can take action fast. Don't wait. Schedule your free plumbing estimate now. Fast, friendly service you trust from Logan Services.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and it's the Toyota National Sales Event all month long at Toyota West. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of no payments for 90 days, and every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road, or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. No payments for 90 days, deferred payment, interest accrued at time of inception with approved credit, expires 8/31.
Hey guys, it's D. Miller. You know that Low T Center has been changing men's lives through hormone care for over a decade. But did you know that they can help women balance their hormones too? If your partner experiences fatigue, moodiness, or just feeling off, she might benefit from hormone therapy at Low T Center. Help her get back to her best self. And if you have not taken the T-test, what are you waiting for? Get started on TRT today. Most major insurance is accepted. Don't wait. Visit fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
Do your good-looking shoes hurt and you don't want to wear ugly shoes? At the Good Feet store, we can help you wear your heels, boots, and dress shoes again in comfort. Trade in your bad feet for good feet at the Good Feet store.
Hey friends, it's Austin Ward, and I'm coming up on 2 full years since starting Awaken 180. Dropped 50 pounds, and I still check the scale like it owes me money. Guess what? Hasn't budged. Still under 200 pounds, still feeling great. Keeping weight off this long isn't luck or magic, it's just having the right playbook. Awaken 180 taught me exactly what works, what doesn't, and how to stay lean without the struggle. Want real, lasting results? Don't just drop the weight, retire it for good. Trust me, Awaken 180 is your winning game plan. Awaken180weightloss.com.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Retirement Group. Reliable streams of income are crucial for retirees, and Social Security and pensions aren't enough. We can help. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
Bishop and Friends.
I love how that was his red flag. Like, that's where he drew the line, not all of the sugar that's in the filling.
It's okay, though. Fat-free whipped cream and milk. He's fine.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Cellar.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan.
The summer event is still on at Germain Honda of Dublin, and with football back, Rich is ready to dominate the competition. You can lease the sleek 2025 Honda Accord LX for as low as $249 a month or finance with 3.99% APR. Upgrade to adventure with the 25 Honda Pilot Sport all-wheel drive. Lease starting at $429 per month or 4.49% APR. Visit Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. See dealer for full details.
Win big at Eldorado Scioto Downs, your Caesars Rewards hotspot. Play over 1,700 hot games. Sip craft brews at Brew Brothers. And dine at Guy Fieri's Trattoria with its famous 68-layer lasagna. Enjoy live music at Vail Bar and harness racing now through September. Experience nonstop thrills where rewards never stop. Must be 21 plus to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Patriot Air Comfort Systems and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
One watches QVC religiously. The other studies Paige Spirinak's golf swing. This is Man and Timmy.
Foodgasm is coming up in mere moments. I want to talk to you guys about something you might need to do this summer while there's something left to it. That might be replacing your roof. I want to warn you, though, there are bad, seedy roofing companies out there.
The worst.
Bad.
Mess you up.
They will skip over one of the most important parts of the roofing process. I bet many of you didn't even know this was a thing with the roofing process. The attic ventilation. You see, if that attic doesn't have the right kind of air circulation, it's going to cause problems such as mold. What about rot? Wood rot up there and leaks in the wintertime. That puppy can get as high as 180 degrees, sometimes higher. So our guys at Victor's Home Solutions, my guys there, they are going to start with that 21-point roof inspection. It includes the most thorough inspection, and they're going to take the best look at that attic and that attic ventilation that has ever been done before. It's why they can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. So don't sit around and wait. Call 866-VICTORS, 866-VICTORS, or go to victors.com online.
You know what I think I'd like just to really, bring a little taste of England and Scotland here.
We're always discussing that. What do you want to do?
A thatched roof.
Oh.
I want some straw and
with
grass.
Some peat and grass up
whatever.
there.
You just bundle that up.
It's pretty looking, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Looks like the Shire.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know how effective it is.
A little moss, too, growing in there.
How many, was it Victor's?
Yeah.
They do thatched roofs. There's probably not a lot of competition for that.
No. What about Let's
get on it, Victor.
What about the terracotta roofs, like Jim Nance's house out at Pebble Beach? Oh, it's pretty.
But you see those around.
It's expensive.
Like, doesn't Bobby Carpenter's house have the terracotta roof?
Machu Picchu.
I think so. Maybe I'm making that up.
How much has set you back?
I've never been invited there. I don't know. Foodgasm.
Man and Timmy present Foodgasm.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
We're going to do some tasting today. What did you bring in, Timmy?
So I seen this at the Sam's Club. I says to myself, how in the world could this be bad? This is called, first of all, the colors bring you in.
There's only one way it can be
patented
bad.
orange and yellow. It's a Reese's product. It's even a Reese's Pieces product. It's their bark.
Yeah, I'll tell you how it can be
bark
bad.
that Aaron Rodgers was told to go chew on.
A
Only
dummy
better.
put it in the fridge, and now it's cold.
Well, Teddy, you appreciate how I chill a lot of my candy. Not freeze, just chill.
Chill it. Yeah.
Lightly
There's
chill.
no
so it
reason that
doesn't
you had to
melt
put
in the
this in the
summertime.
fridge.
It can melt, and then
It's going to melt in this
melty.
building where the temperature is 68 degrees.
Well, it's going to come down to a nice room temperature.
Yeah, this
right?
gives you a nice little chill to it. You
Do you
pick it
like
up,
it?
it's like, nice and chilly.
You guys are out of your mind.
Do you
Do you
put that
like
in your
it?
mouth?
Right? So here's a little more about what
yeah.
it is. It's milk chocolate pieces.
That's good.
Like bark. Think of like a peanut brittle type of thing, but what's holding it all in is the chocolate. And then there's mini Reese's Pieces candies and peanuts in that chocolate.
It's delicious.
I didn't get any peanuts yet.
Teddy's liking it.
I do. I love it.
I mean, how could this be bad? There's a whole piece. Oh. You think that's bad?
No.
Being in the refrigerator?
Oh,
there's
no.
a tiny little bit of a chill to it? Ooh.
I love the chill. Yeah.
What is with you people in the chill?
I don't know.
You're out of your mind.
No, we're
It's
not.
fine. It's fine.
Oh, it's
Not as good as I thought it was going to be.
What?
It's better than I thought it was going to be.
The dominant flavor is
Chocolate.
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 I need more peanut butter. I need more peanut flavor.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I'll buy
okay.
that. Yeah. You're probably
This is for chocolate lovers who want a kiss of peanut butter flavor. I want a kiss of chocolate with my peanut butter.
We could go maybe more like in the 40% range for actual Reese's peanut butter. Maybe we can make these Reese's Pieces a little bit more plentiful. Put a little bit more of those in there where you're getting a little bit more of the candy coating and then
more
the
peanut butter. Yeah, more peanut butter in
More
there.
cowbell,
would be better,
more
yeah.
peanut butter.
I got to tell you, this really sucks.
No.
I knew you were going to say that.
It does not suck at all, Timmy. It's
really
good, but it could be better.
Didn't you know he was going to react this way?
Yeah, because he didn't bring it in.
It's like you can't bring in anything. I got to bring in a Krispy Kreme, and even then he'll probably find
He'll
something
say
to
that
say about.
sucks.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not the pumpkin kind.
You're
It
going to
really
put it in the
sucks.
fridge?
Yeah.
Put the Krispy Kreme in the fridge?
Oh, stop
I like
it.
a little chill on my nice fresh donut, you moron.
Now you're just being silly.
Who are you, my mom?
Shit.
You put everything in the fridge. I have flashbacks
I don't want it to go bad.
of a rock
I
hard
would like it to stay fresh.
bottle of Jif in the fridge. I never had a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich till I moved out of that damn
You
house.
think that little of me that you think I'd put my jar of peanut butter in the fridge?
I don't know what you're doing. I really don't.
Do you
It's
you guys
ridiculous.
put mustard in the refrigerator?
Yes.
Okay.
Once it's been
I was
opened.
seeing an article
Once it's
about
been
some people
opened.
saying, hey, they leave it out of the, fridge.
Well, if you think about it, restaurants, they don't put their ketchup in the refrigerator. They probably do overnight.
Yeah, but during the day,
probably
they just
leave it out at the tables
Yeah.
during the day, and that's
it's fine. 'Cause
fine.
It's cool enough in the, the restaurant or whatever, I guess. It's not like it's sitting out in 100-degree temperature.
By the way, speaking of the restaurants, I went to Chili's this weekend.
Oh.
Have not been there in a while.
I haven't either, but that was my go-to chain restaurant throughout my whole childhood before we migrated to Old Country Buffet.
I believe that if we're doing that type of place, and I put like Applebee's and TGI Fridays, they're gone from this area, I think now. But I put them in the same category.
I agree. Yeah,
as
TGI
a
Fridays,
Chili's.
Applebee's, Chili's.
That's
yeah.
always been my favorite.
Tchotchkes, Flingers.
And they have some good burgers on the menu. I had a Alex's Santa Fe burger.
Ooh.
A little spice to it, but
Who's Alex?
I don't know. I'm going to go with Alex Van Pelt. He's got a special burger.
Alex Trebek?
At the Chili's.
Did he get himself a burger?
But the fries were very hot and overly salted, which I appreciate. You can't oversalt a fry. You can undersalt a fry.
I agree.
And
the chicken crispers were a fan favorite of mine when I was a kid.
I didn't get the
I thought they were pretty solid.
What did Kristen? She got the bacon ranch.
Boy, this is really great.
Chicken bacon ranch quesadilla.
You know what? This menu breakdown really sucks.
Hold on. Let me have another piece of cold candy.
It's better than this story
You
of
won't
yours.
get some taffy at your desk? By the way, you know who was eating that taffy last week? Talking about how good it was? Adam King.
Oh, my God.
He grabbed a piece today. I saw him. He picked it up off of Timmy's desk.
It's some really good taffy, I tell you.
He didn't even know what he was doing.
He just reached over there and grabbed it and took it, yeah.
I still have the Johnson's popcorn tub from Wildwood, New Jersey.
It's trash.
I still have it. I won't get rid of it for Sarah's sake. Every time she looks at it, I have it on top of our pantry that's way too tall for even her to reach it. Only I can get to it. It just sits up there like a manna. And every time she says, oh, my God, get that out of here. I'm like, what? No. There's so much stuff in that. There's so much damn lacquer in that thing. You can eat it for years. It's great.
We have a little bit of a problem. This is an international story. It's an international incident. People are... Stop it. Stop shaking your head like a moron over there.
What? I'm eating.
I understand, but I'm trying to be a professional broadcaster.
Well, come on, do it.
I have a story here about how a flight had to be canceled because of diarrhea.
Ooh.
And I'm going to share it with you. Speaking of diarrhea, give me another piece of candy.
Oh, you like it. Look at that. There's only 3 left. There were 8 of them. College basketball.
Gus Johnson's here.
CBS Sports. This
He's
is
Fox.
March Madness.
What are you talking about?
Well, back then he was. Back in the day, in the good old days. Calling that Buckeye Xavier game.
I hate you. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, diarrhea next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Traffic is moving a little slow on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt from Westerville to Cleveland Avenue. And traffic is stop and go on southbound 315 between Kinnear Road and Town Street. Looking at almost a 10-minute delay there. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
And we're back talking all things connectivity with Spectrum customers Kev and Melissa. So tell us, how long have you been with Spectrum and how important is a reliable internet connection?
We've been Spectrum customers since we moved 12 years ago. The first thing we did is sign up for Spectrum Internet.
You get a lease, you get it Wi-Fi.
Yes,
immediately.
We need that. We had Spectrum Wi-Fi before our couch got here.
That's true. That's a true story.
I'll sleep on the floor, but I won't go to bed with no internet.
You heard it here. Switch to Spectrum now.
When you're ready to sell your car, another reason to choose Hinder Motor Company is the easy, fast, fair, and hassle-free way to sell. This is Justin Hinderer. We pay top dollar for your vehicle, whatever the make or model, and no purchase is necessary. Consider trading and get even more toward your next vehicle. Drive in today and leave with cash or get a great deal. See why it's a pleasure doing business. Just visit HinderMotorCompany.com.
If your neighbors describe your home as, you know, the one with that garage door, we are Deluxe Door Systems. Our beautiful Clopay doors will transform the look of your home, and for less than you think. It's that simple. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Hugs from patients, like Patrick. It's something QC Kinetics medical professionals experience every day.
I hugged them. You should hug somebody who does that for you. They gave me my life back, and I really didn't know where I was going to go because I was definitely afraid of having a knee replacement done.
No surgery, no downtime with QC Kinetics regenerative treatments. They give patients relief from joint pain using their own healing properties to repair and restore damaged tissue. And the results? Well, that's why we see a lot of hugs at QC Kinetics.
Everything is back that I thought I was never going to be able to do again. I'm still smiling, and sometimes it gets emotional. I get a tear in my eye because of how I was before I went in there.
Those smiles and hugs never get old at QC Kinetics. It means patients are finally getting relief. And now it's your turn. Call QC Kinetics today for your complimentary consultation and see if you're a good candidate for these amazing treatments.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Common Man and Timmy here for the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino.
Mikey, it's time for the ultimate fan experience. You could win tickets to the big home team game.
Legal?
Oh, legal.
Oh, illegal.
Legal. Against a team that wears orange on August 30th.
It all goes down Thursday, August 28th from 6 to 7. All you have to do is use your Penn Play card or the Penn Play app during the month of August.
And you can win a bunch of other prizes as well. The more you play, the more opportunities you have to win.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Gambler.
Central Ohio contractors and homeowners. Tired of overpriced, low-quality cabinets? Well, it's time to upgrade your cabinet game. 3D Cabinetry is your go-to for fast, hassle-free service and cabinets you can trust from order to install. 3D Cabinetry delivers fully assembled all-wood affordable cabinets. No delays, no stress. Just quality craftsmanship delivered on time every time. Get started with your free consultation today at 3dcabinetry.net. That's 3dcabinetry.net, where quality meets affordability and reliability.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you get into IT in just a few short months with no prior experience. So take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
Parents, are your teens good with money?
No.
Switch to Huntington Bank and let's teach them. They get their own card, which they can add to their digital wallet, and you can monitor and set spending limits. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Working your way through that honey-do list? That means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing and drain cleanings and repairs and all your heating and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your furnace or air conditioner. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain cleaning? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing issues? Call the Waterworks. Furnace repairs? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted neighborhood plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, we have always believed sport has the power to change lives. Community happens here. Change happens here. Sport happens here. Introducing the all-new Dick's House of Sport, bringing new experiences, new services, and unrivaled selection from the top brands to a new place Polaris can call home. Featuring a rock wall, a HitTrax multi-sport cage, and 3 golf hitting bays. Dick's House of Sport at Polaris Fashion Place. Grand opening celebration August 15th through August 17th.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. The AP preseason college football poll out. Texas, Penn State, and Ohio State ranked 1, 2, 3 heading into the 25 season. Clemson and Georgia round out the top 5 with Notre Dame, Oregon, Alabama, LSU, and Miami making up the top 10. Ohio State coach Ryan Day stated today that after last Saturday's scrimmage, position battles are still ongoing, including and yet to be decided quarterback.
There were positives on both ends. There were negatives on both ends. I won't predict when we'll make this decision, but we're getting more and more information that we need to make a decision. Where it's at now, we'll let it continue to play out.
Cincinnati Reds begin a series at home with Philadelphia tonight. Cleveland Guardians have the night off. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Eleven and a half. That's not the Buckeye football over-under win total. That's the amount of times Common Man wipes his crack. I'll take the over.
Oh, what's that smell?
You're listening to Man and Timmy.
Hey, this morning, over.
Well, and on that subject, I added at least 3 new toilets to the lifelong list.
I don't care. There's no way you're getting the 400 and something.
I think it might be.
Megan is a TikTok person.
Big following for Megan, right?
20 million TikTok viewers for this
huge.
chick. 20 million.
So what's her name? Megan? People might know her then.
Megan
20 million followers.
Reinertsen? Wiener?
Yeah. Huh.
Anyway.
Weiner?
She goes on talking to her 20 million followers, says, I single-handedly got a flight out of Indianapolis canceled.
Oh, boy.
If that flight cancellation changed the trajectory of your life in a really negative way, I'm so sorry. She said, but it wasn't without pain and suffering.
Oh, boy.
She considers herself a nanny and budding actress. Explained that she was traveling from Portugal back to the U.S. for a film premiere when a disturbance deep, deep in her bowels ignited.
I like her. Oh, it's perfect.
Something is brewing, she remembered thinking. Something is happening that I'm not prepared to deal with. That something was food poisoning. She ate an undercooked hamburger the night before the flight.
So she knew exactly what had gotten her.
I guess.
Seems.
But she says her rumbling belly didn't cause the plane to make an unscheduled stop. It did, however, stop her fellow passengers from using the bathroom. She says, you know what? I'm going to do it in what I believe her voice to be. I don't know her.
I'm full body sweating. I'm crying. My insides are cramping.
She said that...
sounds familiar.
The moments leading up to the explosion, she feared a public accident would erupt if she didn't hightail it to the toilet, even though the seatbelt sign was still illuminated.
Could you imagine?
I couldn't let that happen to me. For the next 20 minutes, I have more diarrhea than any human should have in their life.
Oh.
So she said her pooping nightmare took place in the airplane commode. She also felt vomit coming, so she yelled for the flight attendant to help. Can you imagine that?
What do you expect them to do?
The doors closed. Well, I guess they gave her a barf bag. She said after barfing in a bag provided by the cabin crew member, she remained in the bathroom spewing and defecating for the duration of the flight.
Well, remember the story we talked about 3 weeks ago or so, where we were talking about certain flights out of some countries where their culture is different. It had become a growing problem where people had just continually crapped on a perfectly good floor right next to the operational toilet. Imagine if that had happened.
Flight attendant informed her that the next trip the Airbus was scheduled to make had been canceled.
Wow.
This chick was ultimately wheelchair escorted off the plane, which was then parked for a hazmat team to come in for a deep cleaning. She said that she suffered another round of diarrhea in her hotel bed when she got there.
Oh, man.
But the shame of soiling the establishment sheets apparently didn't compare to the embarrassment of grounding an airplane.
They canceled that flight because of me. The hazmat team had to come in and clean it because they didn't know if I brought a disease back from Portugal. I am a biohazard. I am patient zero.
You know what, though? I don't know if she could have handled this much better. She made a mad dash to get to the bathroom. You're in the middle of a flight. Assuming that the plane was going well enough, even though the fasten the seatbelt lights are on, but it wasn't major turbulence, so she could get back there before she just exploded in her pants. And she got there. And the only thing that was more embarrassing than that whole endeavor was having to ask for help from a flight attendant who probably cracked the door open ever so slightly and just chucked a bunch of the paper bags. Here, just take it and go. Just
can you imagine being on that flight?
With the door closed.
You're on that flight. You're in the first couple rows of the plane. All you hear is somebody in the bathroom crying and saying, "Please help me." What the hell is going on?
Everyone who's listening, I'm sure at some point in their life, if it wasn't food poisoning, they caught the 24-hour stomach flu, the bug. Everyone's had that bug where you've got it coming out of you, and it's one of the worst things ever. You're not going to work that day. I had it last summer. Couldn't call the Cardale Jones softball game because a chili dog up in the fan cafe messed me up good.
You're just weak.
Good and proper.
You're just weak. Tyvis Powell ate the same thing, and he was out there hitting homers the next day.
It does different things to different people, I guess.
Yeah, praise on the weak.
Stomach was a little bit weaker than his.
And, what's her name? Get together and have a nice puke party.
Man, I hate to double down on this.
But you're gonna, aren't you?
But I'm gonna. So, I'm sure we've all had our own horror stories. Maybe if we're not the subject of it, like, what was her name? Megan was, the TikToker here?
Yeah.
So I love how she sounds just like that person. we're on our way back. We're on our way back from the trip on Friday afternoon. I remember it because I was just listening to the segment where Nicole was yapping about going to Atlanta, and you had seemed like you were just at about your wits' ends with how she kept saying, what, Atlanta, holla, here we come. And you were like, stop, please. So we're on our way back in. Both of us were bursting. We have to pee so bad. We've got to stop. We've been driving the country roads through Kenton or wherever to get back into Marysville, is where we connected with to head down on 33 to get home. So we stop at a McDonald's. Everything's fine, right? Helen, it's fine. Everything looked good, looked clean, perfectly good McDonald's right off of 33. Walk in there. As soon as we open up like the double doors to the little bay area that McDonald's usually have outer door, inner door, we get within 10 feet of the men's and women's bathroom. You start to smell something. You're like, okay, whatever.
Not maintained
Somebody's
properly.
blown it up. It happens. I just got to take a whiz. We're going to get in, get out, 30 seconds, done.
And then?
Walk in there.
And then?
So Jack and I together, like, walk into the men's room, and it's a small one. There's one urinal, one stall. But to the look of it, it looks clean. And there's a man that's like in a blue jumpsuit, like in a Mike Myers outfit without the mask, standing at the urinal, just happily standing there, peeing away. So we're like, okay. But we walk in there and we're like, my God. I think I gasped audibly. I went, like when I walked in, someone was blowing it up.
Stop it, Nicole.
My God. And then. So it turns out that whatever had happened, although I didn't go and check the stall to see if there was even anything worse in there, but the guy walks away from the urinal, washes his hands, leaves. I step up to the urinal, whip my head around and say, oh, dear God! The urinal is overflowed with crap. It's like the equivalent of 20 craps. And I don't know. It's not Friday. This person's going to be in prison for life, 50 straight life sentences. But then again, what about the guy that is just happily pissing on top of it? It's the most disgusting thing I'd ever smelled or seen in my entire life. And I have gone to college. I have seen some stuff.
And then?
Shit. This was bad. Bad as I've ever seen. I had to leave. Somehow Jack still wanted to eat McDonald's while we were there. I said, okay, you're crazy. You sit here. I'm going across the street to the Turkey Hill. I'm going to go to the bathroom, come back and pick you up. I'm not going in there. Oh, my
I can't
God.
get over, first of all,
the guy that's just peeing on it.
The guy
what are we
who's
doing?
just whistling Dixie. I gotta tell you, good to get that out. And wouldn't you just... Wouldn't you
Get
warn
that out.
somebody? Wouldn't you say,
said
hey,
nothing.
guys, somebody... I really had to go. I had no choice. Somebody crapped in the urinal.
And I'm just kind of like, woo-hoo, like ready to undo my belt, like stepped up there. Oh, dear God. I got whiplash trying to run away from that thing. Oh.
I have diarrhea.
We are sick. Sick human beings.
As a species?
Sick.
Oh, absolutely.
Shame on you.
Absolutely. All right, one of my favorite Buckeyes had himself a hell of a preseason debut. We'll tell you about it next. Colin Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's blocking the left lane on westbound 70 downtown near Livingston Avenue, causing about a 5-minute delay there. And you're going to hit a couple minutes slowdown on eastbound 670 between Cleveland Avenue and International Gateway. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Trust R&R Foundation Specialist for expert waterproofing and foundation solutions. Family owned, honest, and thorough. No hidden fees, just proven results. Stop leaks and moisture before they spread. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com to schedule your free assessment today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Hey, Aaron, I've been thinking.
You came up with a new invention?
No, I've been pondering a problem.
Is it anything I can help you with?
I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I've been thinking about our scuba diving plumbers.
Get Eco.
ECO. They dive right in and fix the problem.
That's the problem.
You lost me.
The problem with being extremely good at something is that you make it look easy.
You're worried that people think plumbing is easy?
Well, our extremely very good plumbers sure make it look easy.
Get Eco.
ECO. Don't worry, Jerry. Sooner or later, most people try to fix their own plumbing problem.
I can testify to that.
Jerry, did you try to fix it yourself?
Yeah.
Don't give it another thought, buddy. I'll send somebody over right now.
Get Eco.
ECO.
You're a real friend, Aaron.
Eco scuba diving plumbers, genius electricians, and you can always trust our HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Skyline is introducing a new chicken chili. Come get that world-famous Skyline flavor you love with a new protein option. Try the new Skyline chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. At Columbus Skyline locations only while supplies last.
You know, it's not the shoes. It's what you can put in them that makes all the difference. Hey, it's Anthony. I've been a customer at the Good Feet store for a while now, and I'm all about my personally fit arch supports. They support my feet better than all the insoles I've jammed into my shoes over the years. And my Good Feet arch supports help me in a ton of ways, from overall support and balance to stabilizing my heels, and the fact they distribute my body weight, especially when I'm golfing. I literally have spring in my step now. Check them out for yourself. The free fitting is designed to help them understand you, your pain, and your discomfort. It's simple. Just stop by the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. You don't need an appointment, but you can certainly schedule one very easily online. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of, just like me. Get professionally fitted at goodfeet.com.
Everyone has that one goal, that thing they want to prove, not to other people, but to themselves. Then, right when you think you could actually do it, cancer. And that goal is still within reach. I would know. I'm about to run my first ever marathon with my two best friends. 3 years after having cancer.
At least we look good in these shorts.
Woo! Let's get it, guys. You, keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Delaware County Veterans Services is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Give Delaware County Veterans Services a call, 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment.
Can't get enough of your favorite fan content? Good news, we're on all the digitals. Follow 971 The Fan on X, Facebook, YouTube, The Talk, and Gram. Your digital home for endless shenanigans. The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Do you want to sell your property, however, you need a little help getting through the process? Let's say you have years of belongings in the home. It needs a lot of updating, you're overwhelmed, you might not be big on technology, and you may need help finding a place to go. I will help you. Maybe you've gone through a divorce or a bad breakup or a relative moved out. It's been hard, and you just want to take what you want and leave the rest behind. I will help you. Retiring and want to sell your commercial properties or land. I will help you. Sellers, whether you're selling as is or selling for top dollar, you're no longer alone. Visit us today at TurboTrackRealty.com or call me now for an all-cash offer and, more importantly, the help you need at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Viking, dedicated to creating travel experiences for the thinking person, with programs designed for cultural enrichment on board and on shore. Discover more at Viking.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Sunshine, light winds, and a little warm on this Monday. Temperatures around 90 degrees. Overnight down to around 70. Clear skies and light winds when you wake up and roll out Tuesday morning. And during the day, plenty of sunshine, just the risk of a late day shower or storm, but most of us stay dry and hot. Highs in the low 90s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
These two morons keep the studio so cold that Timmy's nipples can cut glass. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
These guys are cool, but not that cool.
Did you see my guy TreVeyon Henderson.
Oh, my God.
Over the weekend, took it 100 yards on a kick return the first time he touched the ball in his Patriots preseason debut.
Against the Commanders. I didn't care, though.
They couldn't catch him.
I didn't care. I thought that was cool to see. I seen it. And did you see, I think it was his first play from scrimmage, first touch he had. He just went 18 yards, broke a couple of tackles right up the left sideline. We're not telling anybody that's listening here anything new, but I just want to go back to when he was going into his sophomore year. I think it's okay to acknowledge it now. A lot of us incorrectly, I was probably one of them. If we went back and listened to all the tape, I probably had some things to say at the time where he clearly did not have nearly the statistical year that he had in his unbelievable true freshman season. It was a J.K. Dobbins-esque true freshman season. But I think you do have to chalk that more up to he was really injured. He actually was ouchy and banged up a lot that year because we started to say, oh, he's dancing a little bit too much, a little too much Ted dancing right there. Maybe he's not hitting the hole hard enough, and he's not that physical, powerful back that you'd like to see complement that speed. And I think people on the surface, national college football fans, respected him, but figured him to be that athletic guy. He's the dude that can take a check down in the Texas game and bust it 75 yards for a touchdown. Incredible plays like that, which is what made his legacy. It's the Scoop and Sawyer play later in that game, but you don't get to that if TreVeyon Henderson doesn't take a throwaway play and house call. But I just think there's so much tape of him in run support, throwing a key block, putting his shoulders down, finishing runs. He's an incredible player. Second-round pick, whatever. I think he's going to be brilliant in the NFL.
Well, we always talk about intangibles, right or wrong. You know, NFL teams, they get things in their head, like this guy's not draftable, you know, because he draws penis cartoons on his Trapper Keeper, whatever.
you do, yeah.
You know, but TreVeyon Henderson in the intangible category was a guy who did not complain once when Quinshon Judkins transferred in here.
And that's the year that he wanted to give his services back to Ohio State.
That's right.
Instead of go to the NFL. And they're like, yeah, you know what? We can get this guy Quinshon Judkins as well. And he could not have been more hyped up about that.
Maybe you're saying, well, he understood big picture. This was the best way for the Buckeyes to compete. How many guys do you know just can put their emotions aside and look at big picture?
No, I agree.
It doesn't happen. And the fact that he didn't say a damn word about it, you know, publicly at least. But I've talked to people who are in that program, and they said privately he was nothing but supportive.
But you know what? Even if lying in his bed at night in his own private thoughts, he had something to think about that. He never let that out. And he only did what was good for the greater whole.
He was making money, but, you know, you can make money someplace else and be the feature guy. He could have hit that portal and
had Heisman type of numbers.
Cashed in.
Sure. Could this guy have not had Ashton Genty type numbers?
Sure.
Maybe it might not have been exactly that because Genty was pretty damn good. But if he was a bell cow back, I'm pretty convinced that he would have put up a similar type of season in the right circumstance. But that's what was so great about that story. I mean, sucked losing the game that they lost going into it, but we've been down this road a million times before. They needed it to happen. They all bound together. A lot of those guys could have gone pro. They came back. TreVeyon was certainly one of the many. And to see that, I mean, how many guys, you may have seen a stat on that. How many guys have a touchdown on their first ever touch? Maybe two? Maybe was there one other guy possibly that ever did that? His first NFL touch, even though it's a preseason game. But to house call at 100 yards, that's remarkable.
Paramount will become the new home of the UFC events in the United States under a 7-year agreement with TKO Group announced today. Under the deal, Paramount will exclusively distribute the UFC's full slate of its 13 marquee numbered events and 30 fight nights on its streaming platform, Paramount Plus, with select numbered events also set to be simulcast on CBS starting in 2026. It's a shift away from the UFC's existing pay-per-view model, which Paramount and TKO say will allow the mixed martial arts programming to reach more consumers nationwide. The 7-year deal has an average annual value of $1.1 billion.
I thought this was interesting now about this. And look, I am not a big UFC guy. I know a lot of you out there are really into that. That's why it is there. A lot of you guys like Panama Ted still prefer the wrestling, prefer the fantasy land style of wrestling. And I get that too, more of the show aspect. But you've got the NFL, you've got the NBA, And then you've got MLB, which is at $1.5 billion annually. And then you've got UFC right in there after it with a deal of this magnitude. So what does that say to you? Like where that is? We don't have boxing anymore. That's a major mainstream sport. That used to be big way back in the day. But over the last 30, 40 years, it kind of fell by the wayside. And UFC, what Dana White did with this thing, it took over and it became a monster. Now look at that, $7.7 billion deal.
I don't know what to make of it. Because you are doing away now from your pay-per-view model. And they were getting paid by ESPN every single year, a nice fee over the course of their contract. But they also were supplementing that by charging money for the big pay-per-views. And they would get a cut from that, all the numbered events.
Yeah.
These numbered events will be, in all likelihood, all simulcast on CBS. You'll have your exclusive, like, smaller card fight nights on Paramount Plus that aren't going to draw near the audience. But every big fight you're going to want to see will be available to you.
And that's a huge change up.
Without paying anything extra.
It's a huge change up from where this model has been, which you kind of freeze out. And this almost makes you wonder how big of a monster it's going to continue to grow into, to where it's going to warrant an even bigger deal.
I don't know.
We're a bloodthirsty society, right? And that's what made boxing so great back in the day, is that you could just flip on ABC and you'd see Frazier and Ali just duking it out right there.
Did you see, speaking of boxing, boxing, two Japanese fighters.
I saw that.
Who were on the same card, different matches.
That's wild.
Different matches. Both suffered, horrible head injuries with bleeding on the brain, and they both died on the same day at the same hospital. Different matches on the card.
That's crazy.
Drago was in the ring with them.
I just watched Rocky IV last week.
If he dies, he dies.
Yep.
I used to be a big fan of the genre. Fighting, boxing, all of it. And I don't know if it was just, I had my fill of who I believe to be, the dirty promoters putting this stuff together, the fact that it's all just a jumbled mess and it's politics and not necessarily performance that get you big matches. But I have no desire anymore. And I can't, for some reason, I had no problem with it as a younger guy. I can't sit and watch people just get pummeled in the face. I just can't do it anymore.
I know what you mean. And there clearly is it's a big difference what you got in a boxing ring as compared to the UFC. UFC seems to highlight more of the brutality about that, but here we are talking about how two men just died in the boxing ring, so it's not like you can't get pummeled in the head a bunch of times, and maybe it doesn't.
Of course you can.
Maybe it doesn't look
You're condensing.
as brutal or as bloody as a UFC fight would in the moment, but the lasting effects of what happens to you can be fatal.
If you get one of those fights, one of those boxing matches that go the distance.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the guys look like they've been in a car accident.
What are we going now? Is it 10 rounds for a sanctioned fight?
It depends on what it is.
Used to be 15, right? Which was insane to think about.
Can you imagine what boxing would be if it was actually like the boxing that they portray in Rocky? You'd have guys dying in every fight.
Rocky and Drago.
Every fight.
They're just letting each other. I think they went 15 rounds in Rocky IV because that was unsanctioned, or at least it was sanctioned in Russia, but Rocky wasn't really getting any of the credit for that.
I remember when I first started dating Kristen, she had never seen any of the Rocky movies. So I said, we're going to sit down, we're going to watch some Rocky. And she had never watched boxing really before. I mean, she knew of it. She knew of, Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson and crap like that, right?
Yeah.
But never sat down and actually watched any boxing. And she looks at me during this movie and says,
"Is this what it's really like?"
And I said, no, it's not. This is movie boxing.
Not even close.
You'd be dead in 5 seconds.
Not even close. Oh, yeah. Drago connected on an astonishing 98% of his punches. He was 133 for 138 there in that first round.
Rocky was decapitated, but they sewed his head back on his neck and set him out there for the third round.
I do get a little bit out of, you're going to do a movie like that. You're going to get in that good a shape and also crush that many steroids to look that way for the part. You're going to get in the ring and throw your arms around, stuff's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I remember reading a part where Sly said that he had Dolph Lundgren. He wanted him to punch him in the chest as hard as he could. Just for, at least let's get a punch. And he he went to the hospital right after.
Of course he did. It's not natural to have a roided out 6'5" guy punching you in the heart.
he thought, oh, it's in the chest, it's not my face.
Yeah.
Oh,
my heart going to stop. What did my heart stop? What did it do?
They went right to the hospital.
Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's partially blocking the right lane of westbound 161's ramp to southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt. Police are on scene there, causing slow traffic from Sunbury Road. And there's a 5-minute delay on southbound 315 from Kinnear Road to Town Street. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. Ohio Laborers would like to congratulate Member of the Week, Joe Santoriella. Laborers Local Number 860 Cleveland. Joe is a 27-year journeyman working with Miller Pipeline. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Guys, you know that Low T Center has been changing the lives of men across the country for over a decade. Testosterone replacement therapy has helped men get their energy back, regain confidence, save their marriages, and help overcome symptoms associated with depression. It's truly life-changing. Did you know that women with hormonal imbalances experience many of the same symptoms of men with low T? Guys, you know how frustrating that can be. For the first time ever, Low T Center is now offering hormone replacement therapy for women. Low T just doesn't affect guys. In fact, testosterone can help benefit women as well. Other treatment options are available to help women balance their hormones and bring balance back to their life. Ladies can come to any of their centers, get a test, and create a personalized hormone therapy plan just for them. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take control of your health with Low T Center. For more information about men getting their lives back or balancing women's hormones for a better you, or to book an appointment, head over to fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
Hey, it's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, I just had the greatest day today. One of our customers in Delaware literally happy cried. Her new windows just completely transformed her home. It was just magical.
Oh, so you like magic.
Well, that's not what I was saying.
Is this your card?
Wilson, you didn't even... Okay, sure. That was my card.
And magic.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
He's a man who's in every Hall of Fame in the known universe. He's a man who travels thousands of miles to see celestial bodies. He's a man who enjoys a good tomato pie. And he's a man who regrets a few life choices every Monday at 5:30. It's Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the heat? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on train systems, including 0% APR for 60 months.
He is in every single Hall of Fame known to man. It's Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Hello, my friend.
Hello, Mike. So you were checking out my display at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I was indeed. I didn't know you could have a guitar solo like that.
Yeah, it might not have been me. It's possible. You might want to research that.
I was thinking about you this weekend.
You were?
Yeah.
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing. Just laying in bed thinking of you, as I always do.
Yeah. White Sox win a game or something?
No, I don't think...
Actually, they did yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah,
if I can get one a series, I'm a happy man, Jason.
You really don't ask for much in life.
No, I don't.
Lord, though, that's not what's making you think of Jayson Stark. Jason, I was actually thinking of you, too, because I referenced an old baseball winter meetings. I'm wondering if you were also at the 2006 baseball winter meetings where a young me was trying to find my way into baseball for employment, but it didn't work out, and look where I am now.
Yeah, I probably was there. I probably could have helped you along the way, Tim, and helped you avoid this fate.
We have a nice young man starting work here today. He did AA baseball, play-by-play.
Frisco Rough Riders is where he just came from.
Yes, and he's starting here to do some work with Ohio State. And, he's a good, clean boy. And it reminded me of the great play-by-play guys that this sport has seen. If you could pick one play-by-play guy in the history of baseball to call the 7th game of a Phillies World Series, who's it going to be?
It's the Phillies World Series?
Well, I mean, you're a Phillies guy, aren't you?
Just out of deference to my family and friends, I'd have to pick the late great Harry Kalas, and he'd be a fine choice anyway because he is one of the greatest baseball broadcasters.
All right, that's a boring answer. Let's not do him. Somebody else.
Okay, so you don't want Vince Scully. You don't want all the standard answers.
I'll take Vince Scully.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If Tom Hamilton was in that booth, I'd be a happy man. I could listen to that guy read the phone book.
That's a good one.
You know where Tom Hamilton started out his career, don't you? I'll make it easy on you.
I'm trying to think about this. We've talked about it.
This radio station.
Working with you at your station?
He didn't work with me. I'm just saying he was here. We birthed him into society.
Yeah, you have that effect on people.
Speaking of birthing and the Guardians, how the hell are we at this point? I mean, I thought they'd be crapping all over themselves. They did nothing at the deadline except get rid of pieces. And yet here we are, and they're tracking down a wild card spot.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, I was looking at it today. You go back to June 12th when the Yankees were 17 games over 500, and since then they have the worst record in the American League, worse than the White Sox, Mike. And then you have the Guardians. When they got swept by the Tigers last month, and like when did Emmanuel Clase get suspended? Like a week or so later, right? Could anybody have seen this? 21-8 since then. It'd be 8 games ahead of the Yankees if the season had started then. And some things in life in baseball are hard to explain. I think the Guardians are one of those things. Clase getting suspended felt like the season was over, but they just never seem to think that way. I guess my biggest concern is that their margin for error offensively is still feels too small for me. But when the Guardians make the Yankees sweat, does that bother you at all?
Not really.
Does it bother me?
That at all, did I?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't bother me. I find it interesting that it seems like, at least from the outside in, maybe you have a different take on this, that it seems like Aaron Boone is almost cracking under this pressure.
I don't know about cracking. I mean, I've known Aaron Boone a long time, and he's pretty even keel person, except when an umpire does something he's not that excited about. So I don't think cracking is the word, but I do think he's feeling it, and he shows it in some of the things he says now that you wouldn't have caught him saying earlier. I think he shows it in getting ejected from that game yesterday. He's looking for something, some way to light a fire under a team that's just reeling, and he can't find it, and that's a frustrating place for any manager to be. There's also I think he's also aware when you're the manager of the Yankees, you could be not the manager of the Yankees tomorrow very easily. Wouldn't take much.
Well, I, for one, don't mind seeing the Yankees go through this. And if the Orioles can't be good, I don't mind seeing the Guardians. Or in the National League, if we're talking about the Mets, I don't mind seeing the Reds make some way. But, hey, one of those games the Reds just played, they were stopped by Paul Skeens. Who doesn't love watching this guy pitch? I know you're infatuated with him. How can you not be? That bum gave up 7 hits, but he didn't give up a single run. And they got the job done 7-0 in that game. This guy, pitcher of the month, he's incredible, but the Pirates still stink, of course.
Incredible. Tim, by the way, I predict the Reds are going to make the playoffs if they are going to pass the Mets, but we can circle back to that.
That's a hot take right there.
Good. We like to hear that here.
I'm known for that. So Paul Skeens gives up 7 hits in the start for the first time in his career in the big leagues, in his 47th start. You guys know how my mind works. What question did I ask? Has anybody ever done that before? Right. So
Have they?
I did ask my friends at Stats to look into this, and he has gone more than twice as many starts into his career without giving up 7 hits. It took him 47 starts. Anybody in history, anybody, and that's amazing enough. So then I kept delving into his career. He had an ERA under 2 last year. He's got an ERA under 2 this year, and the only 4 pitchers in the live ball era who have ever had an ERA under 2 any 2 consecutive years in their career are Clayton Kershaw, Greg Maddux, Sandy Koufax, and Hal Newhouser. So that's 4 Hall of Famers, and now him. I guess that's where he's going. There's just this one small problem.
That he plays on the Pirates?
That would be it. So, what would his record be, guys, if he were pitching for any other team and he had an ERA under 2? What's your guess? 24 starts. I just guessed
18 wins.
Sound right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easy to go 22-2, but things happen in a baseball season. You're never going to get all that run support in one game.
I thought we didn't care about wins anyway. Wins don't mean anything anymore.
Yeah, well, they're a nice little barometer. The fact that a guy is this good and has a losing record is such a Pirates thing. But it was another question that I thought I better ask Stats this. Has anybody ever had an ERA under 2 with enough innings to qualify for the ERA title and not had a winning record? And while the answer is yes, to find the only other guy to do it, you have to go back to 1913 to a guy I seriously had never heard of, Jim Scott, in 1913. So Paul Skeens, thanks to the Pirates, is going to do another thing that nobody has done in over a century. I feel sorry for that guy.
Jim Scott's no old Hoss Bradborn or wherever his name is.
Who is? I mean, I'm assuming that you're saying that with deep respect.
Oh, of course I am. Absolutely. Old Hoss. You don't cross Old Hoss. He'll come back from the grave and stab you.
My favorite player of all time, my favorite Hall of Fame plaque of all time. Go read it sometime. Started last 26 games of season. Is that good?
Started last 26 games of season.
That's what he did.
My God.
Record never to be broken, I'm going to predict.
You know what? Good call. Jayson, thank you for joining us. We'll talk to you next week. And you know what? I want the whole episode to be about how the Reds are going to make the playoffs.
Let's do that.
And you know what? Since we put it out there, they're going to lose every single game this week against the Phillies.
Big week for them.
Every game. It is a big week for them. Couldn't agree more.
Thank you, my friend.
See you guys.
Jayson's Beef with Jayson Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 30-minute slowdown due to some police activity that's on eastbound 33 at Hamilton Road. It's causing traffic to be stop and go from Refugee Road. And watch out for an accident that's blocking the right lane on southbound 270 on the east outer belt at I-70, causing about a 5-minute delay there. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Wet basement? Call R&R Foundation Specialist. From cracked foundations to clogged drains, water damage can sneak in from anywhere. No hidden fees, no sloppy work, just honest, expert waterproofing. Protect your home from water damage. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey guys, it's Timmy Hall, and I want to talk to you about the roof over your head. You know that thing that protects your house and everything in it? It's pretty important, and a lot of you are going to have to replace it soon, but be warned. There are companies out there that skip over the biggest part of the process, the attic ventilation. You see, if that attic doesn't have proper circulation, it can cause problems such as mold and rot. You got rot, and not to mention leaks in the wintertime and higher AC bills in the summer. This is one of the reasons I'm telling you about my guys at Victor's Home Solutions. renovations. They start with a free 21-point roof inspection, including a thorough inspection of that attic as well. They know that if that ventilation isn't right, that roof's going to be built on a shaky foundation. That's why every Victor's roof comes with a well-thought-out attic ventilation plan, and that's why they can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. Money-saving discounts and financing incentives are also available. Call for your free 21-point roof inspection and get that estimate today. 866-VICTORS or go to victors.com.
Then you are under siege. From the minute you hit adult hood, stress, bad sleep, junk food, screens, pressure, it all chips away at your testosterone, your energy, and yeah, your confidence. But no one tells you that. And no one tells you the benefit of screening early when you're younger. Research has found that maintaining optimal hormone levels prevents severe men's health issues later in life. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we fight for you. The tired dad, the high performers running on fumes, the gym grinders, the man whom online pills have failed. This is for every man, young and old. Forget pills from apps or emails. You need a real medical provider, a clinic that'll fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Guys, the future is local. Real clinics, real specialists, real answers. Testosterone results in minutes, not days. Columbus Men's Clinic's friendly staff is on standby, ready to tackle your ED, your low T, and enhance your life. Call right now, 614-300-7400, or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Keep your summer fun going at Toyota's National Sales Event. Now through September 2nd, get a stylish new 25 Corolla with 4.99 APR financing or 5.99 on Corolla Hybrid. Excludes Corolla Cross and GR Corolla. Or lease a gas-powered Corolla LE for $199 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Other stations in town have started using AI voices. It's because they're cheap and they think you're stupid. Well, we may think you're stupid, but we don't think you're cheap, damn it. We're live and local with real people. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination.
All the folks at Buckeye, night or day. The kitchen drain has had enough. The toilet's called it quits. Drains are clogged throughout the house. I'm gonna throw a fit.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The trash talk, the bad trade requests, the horrible reaches on draft picks. It's fantasy football time, and the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is giving you a chance to hold your fantasy draft in a fantasy location. On August 24th, host your fantasy draft party at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook, which will include a $100 dining credit, draft board, and swag. Visit 971thefan.com and sign up for your fantasy draft party package. Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER for help.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Fishy has handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm excited. We got a big day coming up tomorrow? Or a regular day?
T-Bone and Tyvis. It's a good plug, right?
What a promotion. Buckeye football's around the corner, so maybe you should just still check us out for that.
T-Bone and Tyvis start at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. They have a segment called Morning Wood. Wood spelled W-O-U-L-D. That's at 6:45. Bishop and Friends, they will talk to Dom Taberry at 10:30. They're also doing two-a-days, and they're talking about the Commanders tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Their guest is Brian Manning from Commander's Wire. You know him?
I don't know Brian Manning. I do know a number of the guys out there that cover the team, but I'll be interested to hear what his takes are. And hopefully he's got some good news. I keep hoping to see a headline every day that passes I hope an ESPN alert comes to my phone that tells me something about Terry McLaurin.
Keep hoping, baby.
And not something bad about him.
And tomorrow on this show, Inside the Buckeyes and Rapid Fire with Teddy.
Great. Hey, I brought something into the studio.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Dylan's here. He's going to work for us.
Hey, Dylan.
I got a book. Jayson Stark likes baseball. So as I've talked before, I cleaned out the house here in the summertime and got rid of a bunch of old stuff. And I came across this coffee table book. It's look, I got it from Five Below because I'm a cheap bastard. It was $4, but you can flip through this thing for your entire life. It's a Sports Illustrated for Kids edition called Full Count. Top 10 lists of everything in baseball. How fun is that? Let's just flip random. We got...
especially when you put a little magic marker over the O.
That's right. Then it says something entirely different.
It's a whole different type of book.
Whole different ball game. We've got top 10 double play combos. Care to take a guess? Some of the guys that might be in this section? Top 10 double play combos. So your shortstop, second baseman. Best of all time.
There's the whole Tinkers to Evers to Chance, right?
No, we're just talking second baseman shortstops here. Number one, we got Lou Whitaker.
Alan Trammell.
And Alan Trammell.
I was going to say
Very
that was
good,
my
Teddy.
top one. Yeah.
You got Lou.
Why don't you go to Grand Rapids?
Looky here.
Talk about that.
I get it.
Oh, yeah.
I get what you're throwing down.
Why can't Lou Whitaker?
Stop. You're going to give me heart palpitations.
Oh, I'm going to give you heart something.
2 is, little Chicago White Sox, 1956, 1962, Nellie Fox and Louis Aparicio.
That's right.
That's fantastic. Number 3, Tom Herr and Ozzie Smith, the Wizard of Oz.
What are they basing this on?
Well,
are they
let's see.
using just their whim or number of double plays turned? Like, what are they?
No, I think it's sort of a subjective list. They're just going through a subjective list of the top shortstop,
Right,
second baseman
You could
combos.
put Ozzie Smith and whoever was playing second base.
Like, I go through this list here, and so, some good ones. Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins for a more modern one. Davey Lopez, Bill Russell, 70s and early 80s with
Bill
the Dodgers.
Russell. I mean, you can't forget that.
How about Robbie Alomar
I was going
and
to say,
Omar
if
Vizquel?
Robbie
7?
and Omar are not on this list, then it's not a list.
There they be. They're right there.
Okay,
They
I'm
know
just
what
saying.
they're doing.
Okay.
All right. Okay, now. So you pointed to them in the book. All right.
The back page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
By the way, Joe Morgan, Davey Concepcion, Teddy, number 9. Number 9.
Big Teddy.
Machine.
We got to talk about that. Jayson Stark says the Reds are going to make the playoffs.
How about that?
I see a 6-game losing streak incoming.
Why can't you be happy for 2 seconds? You've got a Hall of Fame reporter and broadcaster seeing enough life in your squad to say they're going to make the playoffs, and you can't take that in for 30 seconds and be happy?
You're right. He probably did a lot of research. He checked in the matchups for the rest of the season, and he thinks they're going to do it. So, okay, I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right, I'm sorry. I had another back page story, but I flipped to the next page, and I hadn't seen this one yet, but it's a fantastic one. This is top 10 minor league team names. So obviously this one's majorly subjective. You guys have any of your favorites off the top of your head? Great minor league team names. I once applied for a job with the Lansing Lugnuts. Good little call to the motor industry up there. Good
There's
name.
The Trash Pandas.
Trash Pandas.
That's a nickname for like one of the Alabama teams, I think, right? Maybe Birmingham or something like that.
You might be right. They're not. I don't see them on here. So number 1 is the Richmond, Virginia Flying Squirrels. That's
Nice.
a great one.
That's good.
The Montgomery Biscuits. That's a fantastic
Wasn't at one point, I don't know if it still is, wasn't it the Las Vegas Area 51s?
If that was, that's fantastic. Albuquerque Isotopes, right?
Ooh, Isotope.
I think they did they're paying homage to the Simpsons, right? For the Simpsons there. The Jamestown Jammers in New York. The Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs.
Yeah.
That is a good one. Fort Wayne Tin Caps, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Toledo Mud Hens, yes. Omaha Storm Chasers. Albuquerque Isotopes, there they are, number 8. The Asheville Tourists. Did Crash in Bull Durham go to play for the Asheville Tourists at the very end of the movie where he maybe got his last dinger? And then hung up the cleats.
They are now known as the Las Vegas Aviators, but from 2001 to 2018, they were the Las Vegas Area 51s.
That's such a cool team. And then...
I'm sorry, Las Vegas 51s, not Area 51s.
The 51s. Area 51s would have made it even better. Let's just go right out there. Savannah Sand Gnats is the last one. New York Mets A-ball team. And this book is old. I don't know if they've switched affiliates at any point in time. There was another one. Isn't there a Macon Whoopee in Macon, Georgia?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Macon Whoopee.
Yeah. I think that there is. We didn't, I'll put the book away. We didn't talk much about Shadeur Sanders and his 2-touchdown performance in his debut with the Cleveland Browns.
He was fine.
Did you think that we made too much out of this? I think it was a nice debut.
It was fine.
But it's like there's two sides to Shadeur here, and the side that really loved the way that he played is almost taking that to stick it in your face as if to validate him as a professional football player. I thought that was a preseason game. Why don't we revisit after maybe you are the starting quarterback for 2 full seasons?
Have you not
and show
met
consistency?
People.
It's really dumb.
Have you not met people?
It was a fine debut. He threw 9 incompletions. He made some mistakes out there. Had a couple nice touchdown throws.
He was fine.
Good. It was good.
He was good.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's it. Yeah,
Wonderful.
He was good. That's really it.
I didn't see
banking
anything
on him being the guy
where
after
it's
that.
like, he did, and that's why he should have been a first-round pick. No,
he's good. He was all right.
Who was the jabron that the Bengals were playing against in Week 1?
Oh,
Mickey Rourke, or whatever the hell his name was.
I know
Tyler O'Keefe. I'm just naming stupid names.
Well, the Commanders had a guy that makes Bodie weak in the knees. The old Notre Damer, Sam Hartman. Good-looking guy.
I'm just saying.
He's not winning any quarterback job.
Whoever was playing against the Bengals defense went out there and looked like he should be an all-pro. Just pump the brakes on Shadeur Sanders, please.
Right.
Now, I understand this is a fan base that has only this to look forward to and alcoholism, but still
keep it.
Just relax.
You keep falling back into this hole every time. Just wait a little bit.
Buckeye Show is up next. Beamer and Austin Ward with you. We'll see you tomorrow. Colin, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a couple-minute delay on westbound 670 between Grandview Avenue and I-70, and you're looking at a 10-minute slowdown if you're on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and 270. This report is sponsored by Meineke. Meineke, your one-stop shop for total car care, with over 50 years of expertise and financing options that let you fix now and pay over time. You can trust your keys with Meineke. Engines, brakes, tires, oil, Meineke, doing car care right. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and it's the Toyota National Sales Event all month long at Toyota West. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of no payments for 90 days, and every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. No payments for 90 days. Deferred payment. Interest accrued at time of inception with approved credit. Expires 8/31.
Colin, Man, and Timmy here for the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino.
Mikey, it's time for the ultimate fan experience. You could win tickets to the big home team game.
Legal?
Oh, legal.
Oh, illegal.
Legal. Against a team that wears orange on August 30th.
It all goes down Thursday, August 28th from 6 to 7. All you have to do is use your Penn Play card or the Penn Play app during the month of August.
And you can win a bunch of other prizes as well. The more you play, the more opportunities you have to win.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah, gambler.
If your kiddo learning the trumpet is a more pleasant sound than your garage door opening, we are Deluxe Door Systems, fixing crappy garage doors for less than you think. Straightforward and honest. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. When was the last time you hopped out of bed without that knee or back screaming at you? Or walked down a flight of stairs without groaning step by step? Hey, that was me. And I had to deal with that from all the years of playing football. But I went and saw my friends over at QC Kinetics, and it disappeared. I didn't have to tough it out anymore. Call over QC Kinetics with Dr. Wolkoff and get your free consultation. It's regenerative medicine, folks. There are thousands of patients who will tell you that they wish they would have done it sooner, just like I did. I'm glad I did, and my experience was tremendous. You go in, you have a consult, they lay out the plan, they talk about it, It's no pills. It's no scalpels. It's just your own body's biologics treating you and helping heal you. So find out if you're a good candidate. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices all around Central Ohio, so be sure to go and check them out.
Is your money just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money's always doing something. Like auto saving for special events, tracking your teen spending, and helping protect your parents from fraud. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Hey friends, it's Austin Ward, and I'm coming up on 2 full years since starting Awaken 180. Dropped 50 pounds, and I still check the scale like it owes me money. Guess what? Hasn't budged. Still under 200 pounds, still feeling great. Keeping weight off this long isn't luck or magic, it's just having the right playbook. Awaken 180 taught me exactly what works, what doesn't, and how to stay lean without the struggle. Want real, lasting results? Don't just drop the weight, retire it for good. Trust me, Awaken 180 is your winning game plan. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Coming soon to a wallet near you. More money in more Ohioans' pockets, thanks to President Trump and Congressman Mike Carey. Congressman Carey worked with President Trump to pass the biggest tax cut for working families and senior citizens in American history. Carey's efforts secured $6,000 in tax relief for Ohio seniors, eliminated taxes on tips and overtime work, and even expanded the child tax credit to $2,200. And with the largest investment ever in border security and preventative measures in place to eliminate waste and fraud in the Medicaid program, Ohioans aren't just more prosperous thanks to Mike Carey. We're safer, too. To learn more about President Trump and Congressman Mike Carey's historic investments in American prosperity, we invite you to call Congressman Carey's office at 614-927-6902 or visit carey.house.gov. Paid for with official funds from the office of Mike Carey.
Common Man here. Our friends at Care Heating and Cooling in Lenox are feeling the love. They're doing something extraordinary for Central Ohio families. The Lenox Feel the Love program provides deserving families and individuals with indoor heating and cooling equipment as well as installation at no cost. You can nominate someone who you think is deserving at feelthelove.com. Nominations be accepted through August 31st. Let's give back to our hometown heroes. Selfless neighbor, maybe who always puts everybody first. Community leaders like teachers, firefighters, and volunteers, or just families facing hard times. Whoever you think is worthy, send a nomination. As of 2024, the Feel the Love program has completed more than 350 installations with help of dealers like Care Heating and Cooling. Our friends at Lenox donate all the equipment, and Care donates the labor and materials, and the installs are done at no cost. Remember, the deadline is August 31st. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you